Pointed Tipsy made a masterpiece at Art Attack Sip and Paint. They guide every step. I'm no artist, but this sunset nailed it while we sipped. Better than bars. It's the perfect night out, and you take home real art you made. If I can do this, anyone can. Grab your crew. Book now.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going
Happy
on?
New Year, motherfuckers.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
They say we made it. I still feel like we're in 2025. We in 2026 already?
Yeah, nah, it's 2026.
What's the defining moment? Just like the calendar turning over? Is it something new that's supposed to happen? Or
I mean, shit, something new should happen daily. That's just my thought process. But however, I mean,
hey, Hefe, the best part of waking up, man, is Douce in your cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we're going to kickstart the show off. Hey, listen, this is T-Max Network, and you are now in the Content Creators Lounge. We got a couple of our friends that pulled up on us. Let me introduce Miss Niette Ridgeway in the middle up top. My homeboy, Ronnie Woodham. We got D Awesome one down in the bottom left-hand corner, Skittles and El Jefe. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Fresh than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fresh.
Absolutely
Man,
amazing.
we got some good topics though. Now, I can't wait to dive into. But before we get there, man, everybody 26 has already started off in the right direction though.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Kinda. We're good, but kind of.
Okay, Skittles, elaborate. You're the only one on the other end.
I just want to finish school off this year, being a college student.
Okay.
Just want to get it over with.
How long you been in?
It'll be my second year, almost second and a half. I was supposed to go to school for meteorology, and now I'm thinking business. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
You gonna join the cartel?
You in school?
Huh?
Yeah,
As Ronnie was in school.
I wound up catching this massage therapy school on the slide, like, and found out it was would benefit me regarding like helping the wife out, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a side mission, so to speak, just kind of fill in the blank.
Caught
'Cause
that
she
yet?
actually, yeah, it's wild actually. If she wound up getting her hygienist shit going, so it's like, and everybody kept like telling her horror stories. I'm Ronnie, by the way. Good to meet everybody. Everybody kept telling her horror stories about her fucking neck and back and spines. All this shit was gonna hurt. So I was like, well, shit, watch this. So I'm learning all the Japanese and Chinese techniques and shit to keep her cool and copacetic so she can actually achieve her shit, you know, and not have to worry about this horror stories. It's a 6-month course, post 9/11, so it's pretty straight.
That's what's up, man. Anybody else up here about to graduate before we start?
Hell yeah. Graduate from my next bottle of whiskey and cigars to the next one. Shit, yeah, we stay graduating around this motherfucker. What you talking about? Summa cum laude in this bitch.
All right, FA look like don't even come to me, so I ain't gonna ask you, bro. We gonna keep it moving. All right, y'all. So look, we got a couple topics this week, man. There's been a lot of things that I've been seeing floating around on social media. A lot of people were sending me a couple clips. I know D, you sent me a few. My homeboy, shout out to Jeff Brooks out there. He always send me some over on TikTok and Instagram. But I pulled out 2 that was sent and 1 of my own. And to start it off, let's do it like this. Now, we got a few guests in the house. The regulars on the panel, Niette and D, y'all always here. So Ronnie, El Jefe, Skittles, we're gonna give y'all some courtesy and let y'all go first. Now, Ronnie and Skittles, I will say this first one that's opening up is gonna have the word black in it, but you can comment on it, okay? It's okay. The first one that we're gonna mention is this one right here. Y'all tell me what you think. All right, in your own words, describe black culture. And we're gonna start around the panel, starting it off with El Jefe. Go ahead, bro. In your own words, man, describe me black culture. Skittles, You might have to go back to
Black
school on this.
culture.
You look like, oh shit. Hefe, go ahead, bro.
Black culture is, I guess, everything that we create as people. Whether it's, I mean, everything that we create as Black people it comes naturally to us. You know what I'm saying? So you can give us a little bit of nothing, we're gonna turn it into everything. And that's pretty much what the world's culture is. All they do is follow us and bite us and do what we want to and do what we do, and they want to be us. Even the ones that seem like they was the most racist, if you go to the heart of their community, it's people there that want to be like us.
So okay.
Black culture is everything that has to do with us as a people that we created from scratch.
Gotcha.
That's just my opinion.
No, I got you, bro. Ronnie, describe to me in your own words Black culture.
One word came to mind: original. That's what came to my mind, and that's what I've always found fascinated about it, because I always felt like I was in some sort of fucking system since as far back as I can fucking remember. And the originality of the beauty of Black culture has just been the most attractive thing about life to me. That was the first thing that came to my heart as soon as he started talking.
Okay. All right. Ms. Ridgeway.
Honestly, being a Black woman, I really cannot sincerely define what Black culture means to me, because it is pulling from a multitude of directions, the diversity. So it's not even a race. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, people say,
No, you did not.
because I'm gonna say that because like everyone has something distinctive, right? When you talk about every other race, they have a derivative, where they came from. Now, when you talk about Black, now Black came from everywhere, So it's like when you talk about Black culture, it's so diverse. Like it's so diverse. So like Black to me, it is not even a race. Like the name Black. Everyone else have Caucasian, Asian, Filipino, Dominican, and we just Black. Like I don't know where to go. That, but
Go ahead, man.
So I help me out. I know I can't be the only one thinking that.
Nah, you said everybody else got
right.
their own culture.
Like I'm a mutt. I'm a mutt.
Uh-oh.
So my I'm mixed with like 3 different things. And then my culture is like, when it comes to that, it's like, it's based on the music and the nationality and where you're from and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't the patience or where you're from depends on where you're from. I don't know, like you're talking to a white tee. Like, come on now.
So here's the thing.
Talking to YouTube?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not used to this shit. I'm just saying what I'm saying,
Yeah, no, you good.
It's all about the music, the art, the culture, the community, Like I was raised, there's multiple things I've been through in my life. Like, I have dreads, okay? So dreads and have white tea hair, like white bitch hair. Like, come on now. Depends.
Well, I got a question though. Do you feel like you're part of the Black culture?
I am, in a way, yes, I am. Family wise, yes. But I don't consider that. I don't say that,
Why not?
Because when people see me like that, they're just like, look how white my makeup is. Okay. Like, it's just but my rest of my body is.
You got the same makeup on.
Yo, I'm just saying.
Are you Maybelline or Papa Gal?
My real name. Yo, I'm telling you. Like, my real name is Yasmin, but how do you spell that? Most people can't. Most people think it's spelt different. It's Egyptian spelt. So it's Yasmin as in Yazmene. There's no Jasmine. There's no S. None of that shit. So, it gets frustrating when people are like, I put other. Okay,
Oh,
I put other.
Before I let you go, D, what up? Shout out, it's Cream 614 said unity. Unity is how she would describe Black culture. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that one. I want to come back to that. That's very interesting. D Awesome, what's up, man? Black culture.
It's hard to be.
coming up.
It's just hard to be Egyptian and white and American Indian. Is all I'm saying.
Understood.
Oh, you
So
got a lot going on.
I want to tell you what Black culture is. It ain't bullshit.
It's not.
It's not TikTok shit either. So when y'all come over here, you in the comments, yo, be free, yo. Speak your mind. Like, we grew up in this country, and I was watching Stranger Things for the first time, and I was like, I'm realizing why everybody loved that show so much, because of the nostalgia of it. You know what I mean? We come from an era that anything after this point will never know what it's like. They won't know what it's like to spend the night at grandma's house with all your kin folks in the pallets. They don't know what it's like to pick up a landline phone or a rotary phone, right? They won't know what it is to push in the end caps on a tape to record a favorite song because you didn't have the money to go get a cassette from the store at the time, right? They won't ever know that. So Black culture is not bullshit, because we came up with a lot of these things. Matter of fact, came up with damn near everything for the most part. And it's been misconstrued. It's been lied about. It's been taken. It's been stolen, and it's been remixed. And understandably, when you put yourself in a human's position, you understand, if I didn't have the skill set to do certain things, but I had the ability to take something, would I have done it? Would I have fucking done it? And the answer probably is more than likely, given the time and the space of where I'm at.
I have a question. You think Black culture is multiracial?
There's a possibility, because when you look at the ability of this, no disrespect to anybody in the world, but I've never seen a dark-skinned white person. Now, y'all see me every week. I got two brothers. We got the same daddy. My middle brother is the darkest out of the three of us. My youngest brother is the blend between me and my second brother. So that's just the facts. Like, yeah, it could very well could be. But are we willing to go down that line truthfully? Because we want to talk about unity. In order to be in a form of unity, there's an openness that's there, right? There's an honesty that's there, which means I accept exactly what the fuck you are. Not because I want you to be that. It's because that's what you are. Right. I can't change that. And if I can't change it and I accept it, then that's what it is. We're going to rock out till we knock out. But that's not the case. So Black culture has really been everything when you look at who has been the most accepting of people.
Because one thing, I'm sorry, because one thing I really want to make distinctive, African culture is not Black culture. Like, that's the part where people mix that up. I think because when you fill in them blocks, right, they're gonna ask you the question: African American or Black? And the question is, when have you been to Africa?
Right,
all this time.
Egyptians are like me, are white, but it's in Africa.
Well, there's that, but see, I'm glad you said that. There's that distinctiveness right there. The between the lines, right? There is so many hues, which means color, which is the root word in human. Come on now. It's the answers are always before us, but we, like I say, are we gonna be accepting of what is because we don't feel a certain way? We've got too far away from accepting the truth. We don't have to always like it. That's one thing we are not going to be honest about. We don't have to like the truth all the times. but we have to say that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's what it is. That's what it
Let me
is.
jump over here to a couple of the comments real quick. Cream says, of course, she did say unity. We're going to get back to that in just a second. Cream also says, I think black culture means love, pain, and excellence. Nice one.
Mhm.
Shout out to Carmen Jimenez over there coming in for us
Hey!
all the way from Georgia, I believe. Man, Carmen, what's up? Appreciate you pulling up on the podcast. Black culture is remembering people that did amazing things in this world. Facts. Cream say amen, D. Preach.
I mean, the
It's
collection
easy,
plate
man.
always
That
open.
He's right.
said the door's always open.
I said the collection plate. Fuck them
Oh, the
doors.
collection plate's always open. I thought you said the doors of the church is always open. I'm about to say,
Where the money?
Nah, listen.
Mount Vernon, Georgia. All right.
Let me
Welcome
keep it a
here
whole
to the-
stack with you. Shit. Sometimes you don't want everything open and it come through the door. Let's say with the
No.
collection plate always open. I can rent your money. I can't rent your soul.
That part.
All right, that right there, the black culture comment or topic was an actual opener. Okay, opener to the whole live. The next few topics that we got to talk about, I think that one open it up for everybody to be open. Give your opinion, please. Don't hold back and tailor what you say. This is YouTube, not TikTok, not Facebook.
I'm so
You can
sorry.
be
Like,
you.
I made it act like it was fucking some TikTok shit. I was watching my
Now you
mouth.
good, man. We say that all
Good.
the time over here, but we love our TikTok family. Most of y'all come from there, except for a few.
No, the fuck we don't.
I'm
Yeah,
a stick
yeah,
What
we
the
do.
fuck I
period.
do?
We
The
just
fuck I
removed
do?
you when he started talking
Where are
crazy.
you
That's all that
at?
Get him. Yeah. Man, I messed up the whole panel. All right,
No, you did.
there we go.
The fuck?
Too easy.
Oh no, he
All right.
unalived the panel.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, check it. All right, so jumping into the first topic, man. That was an opening topic right there. But jumping into the first topic of the night, we're gonna bring it full circle when we talk about the monks are making a lot of new friends in the black community. If anybody been paying attention to the television or your social
No.
media, you know, the baldhead brothers from another mother is walking around the country for peace, and I love it. Like I absolutely love it.
I
The-
love it. Yeah.
The display of, when I say it now, hold on, because before y'all speak, let me get this out.
I'm spiritual, so I know. So,
I got you. Trust me, the black culture is some of the most spiritual bitches I know in my life. So you right at home, sister. But let me finish my full statement before you think you know where I'm going when I say I love it. All right, so the baldhead brothers from another mother is walking around the country for peace or display for peace. And I say I love it. I love them walking around the country that reveals something different to me. So them walking around the country, I have no idea other than the news and everybody saying it's a peace walk. Other than that, I have no idea what the hell they, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, me either.
if that's just what it is, that's cool too. But the part that I love is what it reveals to me. Because when I see stuff like this, I always wonder, everybody don't get that same love and that same attention and that same treatment. The same way when I see black on black crime don't get the same attention or highlight as if a white cop kill a black person. That's just something that I don't see. So when I see these monks and I see the warm welcoming around the whole country, they fucked around and walked through Decatur, Georgia. That let me know right there that the doors of the church is open to others. Because you and I fuck around and walk through Decatur, Georgia, 2 by 2. You ain't even got to have 12 of us, right? There may be a different story if there's no cameras around. So I get it. All right. So with that being said, the monks are getting a lot of support and making a lot of new friends in the black community. And that this topic comes from describing black culture. So has Buddhist monks ever been a part of black culture? I'll start
Yeah.
with the awesome one. You might know a little something about it. I'm clueless to Buddhist.
Yes. Fuck yes. And this is not new. They've always have. It's just been just hasn't been publicized or wellly documented. If you I encourage our people, because reading, and not just reading one source, read multiple sources about one topic. Find that general consensus that stands across the board that you can say, okay, this is the solid point. This is my starting point for me to go begin my own personal research. Because I can tell Niet anything, and Niet can go back and tell T-Max, and T-Max go tell Ronnie, and Ronnie go tell Hefe, and then they finally get back to me. I'm like, that's not what I told that nigga. What's going on? Was like, but if all five of us written something similar and Niet researched it and like, okay, that's the starting point for me to go on. Right now, she has a base. Now she has a foundation. Everything has to have a foundation. So the foundation is this. What's one thing we know about Buddha? Well, Buddha was a man. What's the next foundation? Well, everywhere Buddha went, he left knowledge and he left gold. He wanted to enrich the mind, and he wanted to enrich the economy of those people. What was the next major step that he did? Well, he always returned back to those places to see if progress was made from the time that he had left knowledge and resources. Now, let's do some real work. For a man of that magnitude, of that size, to have that type of resource, he had to be from somewhere where gold is plentiful.
So you saying Buddha was a part of the black culture from Africa?
Oh, that nigga could have been from India. Because you know they dogged the motherfucker too. All right. So we get into a common space. Now we didn't section out a whole region that we have to figure out where is his origin. So he's somewhere from where gold is at. And well, we know where gold is normally at. Well, gold ain't in the piers of Canada. It ain't cold. No, it's where it's always warm.
Gotcha.
Sun is out. So we get you see where I'm going with it now, right?
I see exactly where you're going with
So
it.
you saying
Before we
they're
deep dive
Florida?
into it, let's play a quick video that's gonna allow us to really see what other people are thinking about the monks. Now we do have some comments. I'm gonna read them. Matter of fact, let me go and read them now. Cream, when you said unity, this is the type of unity that I'm picturing when you say black culture and unity. I'm thinking we like the monks.
Right.
But that ain't what I'm seeing as a whole. So like unity is one thing, and yes, where our culture derived from, I think there was a lot of unity because we had to be. We saw ourselves isolated. That's where my comments on the whole topic. We saw ourselves isolated at some point in history, that where all we had was us. That's where the term all we got. So when we had to, or we thought we had to, we was united like a mug. Yes, ma'am. I agree. In 2026, I think we're still united on an ideology of black culture, but in our walk, day-to-day life, I don't think we're as united as we should be, or definitely not as united as we used to be. So I appreciate that comment. But that's something that yet to be seen. She also says she loved the monks, man. We love the monks over here. Calvin Smith 7693 said, I have so much respect for the monks walking across the country for peace. That's right, man. Cream also says they are here to make peace in the world. This is their culture. Okay. I'm glad you said that. That's another pen moment. This is their culture. And I'm so happy we get to witness it. It's almost amazing. Okay. Calvin Smith also says, I love the monks who walk across the country peace. It makes me happy for them. Facts. All right. We are popping over this video. Let's go.
To God, I love my city. Because only in Atlanta could monks be treated like rock stars. Let me explain. I think it's very important to note that Atlanta is a marching ass city. Y'all gotta remember the civil rights movement was kind of orchestrated and headquartered out this motherfucker. And anytime there's any kind of major movement for minorities or anything like that, you bet to believe that Atlanta is going to be involved in some way. Why? Because this is a black ass city. Matter of fact, anytime I see white people walking around Atlanta, I know I either made a wrong turn in Buckhead or the rent's about to go up in my neighborhood. So you got these monks walking for peace. And right now they done made it on the east side after making it in the Morrow yesterday. And my folks are happy to see them. You got people walking up alongside the monks, talk about we walking for peace, y'all. Like they been with them the whole journey. You got wing spots offering Day of Peace promotions. People photoshopping the monks going over to Magic City. Because outside of churches, marches, and movements, ass and lemon pepper wet are the lifeblood of the city. So much so that there is an AI video floating around of a person handing a monk a plate of lemon pepper wings.
All right, all right. A few things I'm gonna open up with. We're gonna pass it over to El Jefe, and then we'll swing up to Ronnie and go around counterclockwise or counterclockwise. So check this out, El Jefe. A few things that stood out to me in this video of what this young lady was talking about. So she said that people running up to the monks, oh my God, like we walking for peace with y'all, like they've been with them the whole journey. So my question to the panel off of that is the culture current day just a trending ass culture? Like, are we the type to jump on things just because it looks big? So just so I can say this, if only channel 13 news or 17 news in Atlanta would have shown the monks, and no other channel, no other state would have blew it up, and they just shown the monks, would the people of Atlanta came out to the streets to watch them, in your opinion? Or is it because that almost every social media platform you go on, every news channel that you turn on, somebody is referencing their walk from where they start to where they finish? Is that the case? Is it a trending thing, should I say?
For one, shout out to the monks for doing the peace walk. I hope whatever it is that they trying to get established with it, that happens. But I gotta agree with you on the part that, especially now today, everything is like trendy. Like people are just following what's going on. If everybody else is following what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I hadn't even no idea that they were walking until I already had seen them walking. I didn't even know why they was doing it. But I'm not gonna try to attach myself to their movement. Like I was down with it the whole time, and I had no knowledge that it was even going on. And I do believe that people are only watching it because black people was, we walking for peace, y'all, like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
so you saying that we blew it up?
I don't think we blew it up. I feel like people started watching it once they seen that we were watching it. So I don't know. I mean, if that's us blowing it up, I guess that I am saying that.
Gotcha. Ronnie, what up, man? You half monkish?
I mean, I wanted to be like cool, I get it. Peace. We supposed to be peacemakers. That's what the Bible tells us. But just 2 days ago, the fucking police pulled my wife over looking for me, checking to see if I was driving when she didn't do anything wrong. So, I mean, I'm just like, fuck them. Like, what the fuck are we doing at this point? What the monks ain't, I don't, that's the first time I even heard this shit. 120 fucking miles from Texas to fucking Washington for peace. What fucking peace are y'all really doing? I mean, we're shooting shit over there overseas and shit, like calling it drug trafficking or whatever the fuck. And these motherfucking local public servants are trying to take me to jail and on Christmas Eve. Like, fuck everything you did in your life type shit. And I'm not even the one over there behind the fucking wheel with no fucking tent. Like this blind ass motherfucker can't see me looking at him eye to eye. Like I don't know. I ain't too thrilled about it. Like, what are they doing? Okay, cool. I still got a problem that I
I'm
gotta
about to say,
address with.
I'm about to say, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I'm about to say, you just saying, fuck the monks. I got my own shit going on.
Like my whole fucking family does. Like my whole family, like they're pulling my father-in-law over, and I'm not even in the motherfucker.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
Because they're
Listen,
looking for me. Like to me, there's a different type of peace I'm looking for. I
I
don't know
got
what
you.
they're looking for, but
Yeah, yes, sir. You looking for
there's
justice of the
something
peace.
fucked up with my country. I don't know where they from, but there's something fucked up with my country. So I
Gotcha.
don't know. I mean, cool, but I can't really get with it right now. I'm on a different level.
Okay, gotcha. You ain't worried about the monks, Niet.
All right. So again, shout out to the monks. What I'm going to say is take note of something going on like this. When the last time you seen something like this being broadcasted that's supposed to be in a positive lighting? Like, take note of why this would be publicized, because you know they strategically choose what to publicize, right? So it's like, okay, we want y'all to focus on the monks. We want y'all to focus on peace, right? So how many people are actually ingesting peace and know what it means? Not many people. Some people don't even know what you say.
I feel like you're right. I was wondering why was they broadcasting it so hard? What was they trying to keep our focus off of, right? And then I woke up this morning and seen that America went and captured the president of Venezuela and we got him. But nobody don't know nothing about that. And I was watching it all morning.
No. I definitely
we bombed them. We bombed a couple of boats that we called drug boats off the coast of Venezuela last week, and then this week we go in there and
we're gonna talk. Hey, Hefe, we're gonna talk about that since you brought it up. That's not one of the topics, but we're gonna talk about that at the end of this one, because the energy that I'm getting from you right now is the exact energy that a lot of people in this country have, just because of who's sitting behind the controls and the helms. So we're gonna talk about that in a second, but we're not gonna get too political on it. We're just gonna talk about what you just said about what you woke up to this morning. So Niet, you want to finish?
Yeah, but I am going to say people need to know what peace is in their life that doesn't have any association with anything outside yourself. A lot of people don't know what it is. You can't sit in a room by yourself. But to me, seeing a monk, if I were to see a monk walking down the street, I'm like, gosh, me knowing a real monk. I only seen y'all on TV. In real life, I'm like, I never seen it. So I understand why.
What the hell is a monk? Hey, listen, I want to say for the record, that's black culture for you right there. See, that ain't nothing authentic. Ain't nothing authentic until we say that shit twice. Nigga.
See, that's why you my bro. I was right there. I'm like, why that nigga had to be double up? I like wasn't a being a monk alone. Like, now you a monk, bro? Like a monk, bro.
A real monk. I mean, you talking about like the monks that be meditating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The ones that go.
So you went to the pool, like pool or pool.
But being real, I don't see that often. And I think the culture of people don't see that often. Like, yo, you still got peaceful people around here? You still got people who still dressed in robes and whatever sashes that they have going on, and they walking the dog. they got the dog out there. So I'm like, whoa. They got to be on something heavenly. I'm hoping they're walking God like I know your feet pounding. I know you look. I can't look. No disrespect. I know for a fact.
Now they showed some of them feet really messed up. Like, a lot of them got on tennis shoes, but some of them for a higher level of display of sacrifice, some of them went barefooted.
That is a sacrifice. It really is. Have you guys, like, if you walk the marathon, you know, man, your feet be throbbing so hard, and then they start burning, and then the bottom of them start getting red, and then they start peeling. If you've ever walked a marathon before, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, for someone to have that type of dedication, that type of focus, not only do we look at what America is trying to get us to focus on, but sometimes look at the positive out of it. What can you get from watching someone or a group of people with that type of discipline in their life? Why is D laughing? Why is you laughing, D? What's going on, P? How are you?
How y'all doing, man? How y'all
What's
doing?
going on in here?
How y'all doing? I'm P.
Nah, do that sideshow Bob shit you was doing when you came.
I didn't see it.
Yo, let me tell you, bro.
That's
You
messed
stupid.
up.
I swear to God, I tried to keep the straightest face ever. Hey, listen, man.
Anyways,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bozo the Clown in the building. Oh my God. Oh man. All right. So Nia, would you finish?
no, I ain't saying nothing else. I'm done.
That shit took me out.
I lost train of thought and everything.
Hey man, you need somebody that's gonna bring you smiles than frowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, look, Green said, wait, is that D brother?
Fucking racist. I just want to let you know it's racist.
That was real racist.
It was racist.
Hey, look, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tavon P.
Hey, what's up?
Over here to just put up on the panel. P, we got, D in the act. We got LFA, Ronnie William, Skittles in the. Oh man. All right. So P, you're gonna have to wait. Skittles on you, man. The monks are getting a lot of support out here from the community. Let's just say the community, but black community.
Black community, I'm glad they are, because you know what? The white people don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. No, bro. Literally, nobody gives a shit. I give them props for going through multiple cities for the things they do. I give them props for what they do for a living. I support them all the fucking way. So don't sit there and say the white community does, because they don't.
Facts. Hey, listen, man. Ronnie dropped the mic for both of y'all.
I'm not gonna fucking lie. I mean,
that's exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was talking about.
They're in my streets. Okay.
I mean, I see them, but it's like, where the fuck are we at? Like, I got the white fucking cop pulling me over, looking for me to put me in jail at New Year's Eve. Like, fuck you, man. Like, you ain't got the million over there.
Hold on.
I live in Florida.
Both of the white people on the panel. Hold on 1 second. Let me just tell you another part of black culture. We can't say that to the cops.
I know, and that's another problem. My wife was right there freaking the fuck out, and I'm like, I gotta draw the attention. If
everybody don't know, his wife is African American. Oh, so
I knew that. I already knew that.
We knew without knowing.
We knew that shit. Like, hold up.
That's what I'm talking about. Hold it right there, Ronnie.
Hey, girl, where's she at?
That's my wife right there.
That boy Ronnie got up in there.
Okay. Let's go down and give some cheers for that one, man. That's what I'm talking about.
But no, I'm serious.
The first thing I did was put my camera phone out, and she's all like,
they work hard enough. Nobody sees the ball on their feet. Nobody sees the true shit they go through their countries. Okay, whether they're coming through ours or not. Like, come on.
I hear everything, but I want to hear P before I really go.
Okay, let's have P talk. All right, let's hear it.
So what's the question? So I can address
it. So the question is that the monks are making a lot of new friends in the black community by walking around the country in peace. And when I say that, we had a quick video of this young lady that was saying she's surprised how everybody is going above and beyond for this moment. D is part monk. He got a lot of background history on what goes on in their community.
It's monk.
It's monk. And he enlightened us on a lot of stuff that sound like he know what he's talking about, because I have no clue. And what he was saying was, this is not a new thing. They do this all the time. It's just being publicized now. So the real question I brought out from the video was, is the black culture or any culture just riding on trends? Is it trendy right now? The reason why everybody's standing out in the streets like this is a national parade. And from the beginning, the monks would try to say they don't even want no publicity. They just want to make this in peace and move on. But everybody else made them superstars. What do you think about it?
I want to say everybody afterwards might be making this trendy, but it's healthy for the community as a whole, right? Because there's a lot of wild shit going on right now, like a lot of wild stuff. Well, not so much a lot of wild stuff going on. It's been going on. It just now is being publicized that there's some wild stuff going on. Secondly, you know, in the profession that we were previously in, you're privy to, you know, some extreme stuff that goes on. So now that it's being publicized and put on social media and stuff like that, it should be normalized, right? When the monks come in and people giving them water and all this, and they making this effort, the people should be trying to connect with them to see what are they trying to do and how to support the initiative. That's how I would take it. Secondly, it should go further than them just walking to wherever they're going to walk. Because I mean, shit, I don't know where they're from, but they got to go back. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the plan on going back, and what are they doing afterwards? You know what I'm saying? That would be my question.
Gotcha. D, you want to go ahead?
Bro, I don't. This is the crazy shit. One, why people don't know what's in their own backyard. There's a mosque in about every city. There's a cathedral in about every city. There's an old bootleg Baptist church that's taking 99 collections in every city. All right, let's keep it a buck. These places exist. There's a Buddhist praying temple in your city. Do your homework. Do your homework.
I do my homework. It's an hour and a half away. Where I used to live,
an
which
hour
is
and a half away from
Melbourne,
where?
Florida.
An hour and a half away from where?
From where I live, Daytona Beach to Florida.
Okay, stay right there. Now
I'm
we
not
got this.
right here because I know
we got this wonderful tool called the internet, and we gonna use Donald J. Trump internet and find
you gonna use the real internet.
No. We gonna use Donald J. Trump internet, and we gonna find these results, fake news or not.
Okay.
Right. So what religion are these monks from? Are they the Buddhists? Is it Buddhism, Christianity, Catholic?
No, these are the Buddhist.
They're Buddhist.
These are the Buddhist monks. That's why
they're
we're
Buddhist
talking
monks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did they
They
check
support
their
Buddhism,
citizens?
and that's it. That's the only thing they support.
What you say, Ronnie?
Asian traditions.
I said, did they check if they were citizens? ICE all over the country, apparently.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Ronnie,
supporting the monks,
Ronnie,
really?
that's a good question, bro. That's a good question. That is a very good question.
It is, but P, as you and bro know, y'all been a part of the government's top soldiers out in this bad boy. ICE don't want no smoke with them bad boys, all right? I sent Al a video of this dude. They won't even let him be a commissioned boxer because he's a monk. And he comes in there in his traditional gear. He just eating punches to the face. It's square there in the middle of the ring. And they just slugging. He like, that's all you got? And then it's like, okay, now it's my turn. So you think they won't smoke with these boys? You want to take the chance of somebody really levitating over a glass of water on you?
You know what? I would like steer the initiative. I mean, because I would say something like this. I would say, no, my bad. No, I'm about to call.
All right. Yeah.
So how do everybody know that the monks get people a map? They time they on their way through upstate, South Carolina. Like, how they know? Is this like a traditional walk? How do you know the next step?
Nia, check this out. When you travel across this country, right? You typically going somewhere where you may know somebody or know where somebody can get to you that you familiar with, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So again, all of these religions are in our backyard. Every cult you can think about, every religious group you can think about, they in all our backyards. They already in place. So it's like they got people going in South Carolina. They got people up the whole coast of the East Coast. They got people in the Midwest. They got people everywhere.
They're expected to reach Raleigh, North Carolina, and then eventually DC.
They got the internet too.
Now check this out. Before they go to DC, I guarantee you They don't go through Southeast. They're gonna hug right around that White House, and they're gonna stay closest to Secret Service. Come on now. Yeah, the monks bad. I hear you when you talking about they're in the middle of the boxing ring, but them boys up in DC is the president had to shut that shit down. It took the whole president to shut DC crime rate down. So at the end of the day, I don't know if the monks want that type of smoke.
I think if you would have called by 5 months, they would have had it done. They would have had it done in 30 minutes for a plate of dim sum. I'm just gonna tell you like that.
At least they ain't got their name, Joe Monk, Mo Monk. They ain't got that out there. So
you talking about like P name down there at the bottom that been there for about 30 minutes.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He the master monk. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, great.
But that's
great
crazy. You
conversation
think you know how they have like these 10K races and these 5K races, and they running for I mean, they may not be walking for peace, they walk for cancer and all that. Is this equivalent to that?
Yes, because it is very much equivalent.
Okay.
So their thing is this walk for peace, it's nothing new. Because what a monk's main way of traveling has always been his own 2 feet. So it's always been a spiritual journey, given the distance, how far they going.
Okay.
That clarity that you're getting out of it. And so there's a reason why they're not wearing their shoes at some time, and there's a reason why they do have their shoes on. That part have to.
So let me read you this real quick, D. This is something I pulled up the other day, and
speaking of monks, get yours out the camera, Skittle.
So let's check this out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Check this out. Hold on. Skittle, don't feed into it. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. All right. So listen, I want to bring this to the forefront, share my screen. And this is the definition that I want to talk about. Ladies, I know we got one single and one married on the panel. But to the ladies that's listening, a lot of people look at and hear you guys when you say you're not going to settle or you're not going to deal with someone who's not trying or someone who don't want the best out of life. But that's the thing that threw me for a loop when I saw the monks, and then I saw them going through Atlanta, and I saw how many black people was out there receiving them, and majority of those was black women and children, and they was like, oh my God, the monks. It was almost like a parade. They had the kids out there. Only thing that wasn't going on, candy wasn't being thrown. So when I say that is, I'm gonna ask this question. The monks' definition says that they are a member of a religious community of men typically living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So what that means to me is that these fellas, they want the bare minimum. They don't want a whole bunch of materialistic things in life. They want the absolute bare minimum to prove to them and their God that they are true followers and believers. That's a portion. That's what I've taken when I looked it up and read about the monks. So how many of you ladies would be attracted, running out to the streets, welcoming in parade form for a bunch of black guys who say that they vow to live in poverty, chastity, and obedience to God? And I'll open it up for any even to fellas. Do you believe that a whole bunch of women are gonna run out there to the streets and cheer on bald head black dudes with no beard or beards, right? And say that we vow for poverty?
I mean, do they have to be religion? Because I don't give a shit.
No, I took away the religion. That's why they say the religious
then I'm
community.
fucking running for you, okay? Like, hold up.
Okay.
There's no judgment.
I need you to repeat the question again.
It's about
Do you believe that a whole bunch of people are going to be women going to be running out to the streets if there's a bunch of black men? But I don't. The reason why I'm asking this question, I don't think that a lot of people know what the hell monks is all about. That's why they're just running out there. If they knew what they was all about, this would be the equivalent to a bunch of broke black men that don't want nothing out of life higher than the necessities, and they just stand loyal and down on God. That's their obedience part. So the definition
I feel
of
like some of them would support it, but a lot of them wouldn't because they don't get nothing out of it.
Say again.
I said I feel like for the most part they would want to, but I feel like a majority of them wouldn't because they ain't getting nothing out of it.
Not me,
We're not
because
marching
you know
for
what?
something that benefits them. We're marching to show them whatever discipline we got or not, what you were saying.
I'm the type of person that was homeless at 15, and I had to fuck around and find out myself. I had to figure out my life. I lost my twins. I lost my sister. I lost everything. I married a second person, and I figured it out myself. And I was homeless as shit, living in an S10 truck. So I know what
Did
it's
you
like.
really access to those?
And if that person was homeless or not, I don't give a shit. It's not about that. It's about how they love you and how they care about you and how they want to be there for you. And it's the passion, and we will figure it out. People don't understand the things that I went through, and how nobody can ever say that they've been there when they haven't, because I was a victim. From age 7 to 15, I moved out at 15. I became a McDonald's coworker, and then when I turned 18, I was a dancer. That people are never going to understand the struggle we've been through. Whether you were home, you just got to understand. You got to be like, you have to know. And come on, y'all are looking at me crazy.
No, we're not. No. Hold on. No, you're not, because I'm gonna tell you what you just did. You literally just proved the point that I made a few weeks back. Thank you for being here. No. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad we got this shit on tape, because now it's not deniable or refutable ever again. And it's clear as day. So I don't even need to expound on how much further we need to go. And tell you the fact, the truth is, the matter is no. No, they will not. No, they will not. I had a girl tell me the other day that she was like, I can't be in a sexual relationship. And I just looked at her. She's like, oh, but you could. I was like, but I thought the relationship was more than sex. I was not saying that I can't or I can, but I thought there was more to the relationship than that. I said, if things come about and neither person can perform in that way, what do you do? Right?
It took me forever.
And then they were like, well, I get that part. I'm like, no, you can't, because if I sit up there and say, listen, I'm making this vow to God that I don't want to go into a lustful state of mind. I don't want to have sex for 5 years, but I want to be married to you. That ain't gonna work for you. That ain't gonna work for you. That ain't gonna work for the average woman.
I'm telling you, it took me forever to be the person I am now. I didn't even want kids because I didn't want my kids to go through shit that I went through.
Right.
Like, legit, like I'm still broken ass as shit. Like, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. I don't want them to go through the life of living in a car, the life of being a victim of multiple things. Like, I do not want. People need to understand it's not that fucking easy. And for these monks, I support everything they're doing. I believe in this shit. I'm a spiritual person. I'm married to a Catholic. Okay?
Another point just got proved. Listen, let this woman speak. And every time she make a point of something that I made in the past, can we ring the bell on this shit? Because I'm tired of these heifers coming to this podcast and not understanding. I ain't finna sit up here and play with you. I'm not getting paid. Listen, there's purpose in these relationships. Don't get involved if you don't have the purpose.
No,
it's just that simple.
All right, so hey, we're gonna transition over. Everybody got their monk ways out the way.
Yes, we're good.
Yeah, we good on that. So we're gonna jump back over to the comments real quick because they started coming in. Somebody said great conversation. Lawrence Crawford 4148. Appreciate you, homie. Great conversation. He said, after Cream said, is that D brother? She also said, all light-skinned Americans look alike.
Yep. Niet, you look like us, Niet. That's crazy.
Monks are TTG. Good to go? Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
She also said they take shoes off to reconnect with the earth is a source of energy.
Yep.
Yes.
Grounding.
She also said I would because some people forgot what we come from.
Come on.
Okay. They are here reminding us who we are and what our purpose is.
Yeah.
Cream also says we live in the conditioned behavior. We live on conditioned behavior. Time to step outside of it. Pay attention. That's all that the monks are doing here. They are bringing us back. Facts.
That part.
All right, man. Shout out to the monks. Matter of fact, we're gonna lift you guys up in prayer and make sure that you're safe. Make it to your destination. Shout out to all the people, even though I wanted to open up that conversation about the culture and our culture receiving everybody else. D said it a while ago. We're the one culture that receives everybody. That's another thing about our culture. So with that being said, man, shout out to all the people that's going out to the edge of the road and the sidewalks, handing out water, fruit, candy, gold, whatever y'all giving the monks. Just understand the next time that you see some black men in suits and bow ties walking down the middle of the street, I want to see y'all same people at the edge of the road and on the sidewalk handing out water, fruit, candy, gold, whatever you can give.
My whole fucking
Next
point.
time you see a bunch of white men in white sheets walking down the middle of the road. No, I'm joking. That's all joke, y'all. I promise you. I want you to be at the edge of the road handing out candy, handing out water, gold, bananas, whatever y'all get.
Hey, but you know what though? In all honesty though, you might be onto something because maybe that's what motherfuckers need. They might need a little glass of water because they thirsty and angry as hell and don't know why. Your goddamn brain dehydrated. You can't think. Maybe you need a little something to eat. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, bro. You ever thought you on to something though?
I hope you
Could be the case. They just want a little attention. That's all it is. Let's move right along, man. Hey, the next topic that we're gonna bring up is near and dear to everybody's heart nowadays because it's always talking about relationships. My God. Let me see. Is this the one? Okay. All right. So here we go. Say what you want to hear or what they really want to say. This is somebody talking to you. Do you want them to say what you want to hear or what they really want to say? And this next video clip, we're going to talk about it after we play this clip. The clip is kind of long, y'all. So if you got headsets in, we got about 4 minutes and a half on this clip, maybe 5. But I think it's worth it. Check it out.
Brian, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40 and
41 in September.
Okay, it's coming up. Yeah. And Brian, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic for a major airline.
All right.
I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. Okay, I like to read. Yeah. I want to know about things that I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now, what are some things that you're looking for in a woman?
Transparency, for sure. Right. Transparency.
Okay.
If I can't see who you are, loyalty. For men, that's a big thing, loyalty. Mm-hmm. I need to know when you out partying, having a good time, that you loyalty and you faithful to a man like me.
All right, so we did get a few pop balloons.
Okay.
Let's go on over to those ladies, see why they ended up popping.
No problem.
All right, let's start right on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker, but I go by Mrs.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Miss Parker.
Now, just to give you guys a heads up, we do have, this is a video that's already been reacted to. That's the gentleman down in the bottom left hand. So he's going to stop it a couple times to make his commentary. But guess what, though? I want to say the premise of this video, y'all, and I want you to watch it because the topic is say what you want to hear or say what they really want to tell you, right? So this guy, out of everybody I've seen, let me do something real quick. Hold on. Out of everybody that I've seen so far on Pop the Balloon, a lot of guys that come up there and they approach the ladies, or a lot of ladies that come up there and there's a panel full of guys, they're approaching it from a scared space. They're approaching it from I'm on TV, and they're approaching it from I'm trying to gain either all my balloons not getting popped, or I'm trying to gain the attention of one that I can eventually go out with and match with, right? But are they really coming up there saying what they really want to say in some of these exchanges and interactions, or are they coming up there and saying what the people want to hear. So that's where we at. Here we go.
39. And
You said you're 39?
39.
All right.
And Mrs. Parker, what do you do?
I'm a professional makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist?
Yeah, shout out to Makeup by Mrs. Parker.
All right. And Mrs., why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped your balloon because you said you don't have any deal breakers, and everybody has to have some type of deal breaker. So you have to have something that you don't like.
Nothing that you've done in your past doesn't matter to me because that was before me.
Right.
After me, that's when you upgrade yourself. So that's why I said I don't have any deal breakers, because I don't want to say that, hey, you're not my type because of what you've done in your past, not knowing that that wasn't right or wrong.
I need someone that knows what he wants. I can be a handful sometimes as well. So, and you kind of remind me of my nephew, just kind of. It's just me.
Nah, nephew is
Can I
crazy.
remind you of my nephew?
And I might jump all over you.
I'm the type to trust you before I not trust you. I'm going to give you that grace, but I respect how you feel.
I like that response. Might circle back, but
You might go get back?
might.
You want your balloon back?
Do you want that balloon back?
Not yet.
Okay.
You got to get the gab I see, so we're just gonna.
I got the gift of gab.
Let's go on
It's
to our next
transparency,
ladies.
love.
Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello, Janae.
And why did you end up popping your balloon for Brian?
Hey, Brian. I love the way you speak, but for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto too, so I like them a little loose, and that was just it for me.
Okay. How old are you?
34.
You're 34? How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies. Okay.
I should have said 0, because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent.
Okay.
There's no man in my life.
Okay. No man in your life?
Nope.
Why is the
My
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So, what can you do?
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
Something. Only God
Or
knows.
is there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
Yeah, this dude, his confidence is out this wall. Like he really popping it. Shit, he really popping it.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Right. But to say that a 41-year-old man is disqualified because of his pants,
You're 41?
I'll be 41 in September.
Okay, because I was like, I thought you said 40.
I'll be 41 in September. That's coming up.
Okay.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
It's for TikTok.
For TikTok?
Social media.
Okay. Social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Nah, he is popping it. And
I
yo,
was just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant,
definitely
but
right.
that's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm
you-
here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Like somebody that's outspoken, but the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women. Oh, how many baby daddies you got, and how many kids do you have?
I have one daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
My balloon still pop because I don't want any more.
Okay.
Okay,
Lessons are
and
to
not
be learned.
saying that your child is a mistake, right?
Of course
But the
not.
fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before
Marriage
the next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long time and it don't work out, baby. So
Okay.
yeah, you are no, honey bun.
Okay.
You're too aggressive now.
No problem. So there's 4 billion women on the planet. I'm a black American from Louisiana.
yeah,
I have the choice to have the pick of the litter.
yeah.
So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you
I
have the
understand
choice.
that.
You have the choice. We all have a choice.
I have the
Good
choice,
as a
but you're
response, I ain't
judging
gonna
me
lie.
on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you.
All right. So this guy, I think that this was one of their best episodes. I don't watch them a lot, but when I do catch them, by Jay Prince put me on to the fact that he just went up there 2 Saturdays ago. So I say this gentleman came up there with a different perspective of how he was going to approach this show. I think he was already ready for this type of moment. And he had his, he probably told his boys, oh shit, wait till I get up there. They don't want to hear what, what I'm saying? I can imagine that he preloaded up what he was going to say before he even arrived to the show. Now, there were some things that he said that I want to talk about and some things that the lady said to him. One, let's talk about disqualifications of someone based upon minor issues that you may have with that person from a judgmental standpoint up front. So before you go, I'm gonna let you go first since you raised your hand. So let me ask you this, because when people are asked their criteria of a person, the first young lady that said she turned him down because of his pants, and that's when he said you're gonna discredit a 41-year-old man because of his pants. But when he asked her how many kids, 3, how many baby daddies, 3, and then he said, was it something wrong with them or what's wrong with you? She said, I feel like I'm perfectly fine. Let's start there. Niet, you got something to say before you answer this question, or you want to tie it all together?
I don't know. I guess I'm tying it all together. I want something to say. I got something to say.
Right, go ahead.
First of all, don't lead with I have no deal breakers. And then you spend so much time asking these women about their children's fathers. Right?
Let me answer something for you real quick before you move on past that. He never said once he found out their information, he still didn't say they was deal breakers.
But he putting them on blast. Why ask all those questions? They already popped the balloon.
This is the reason why.
They already popped the balloon. So why would you care? I move on. Me personally, if somebody already popped that balloon, right?
That's the show though. They still got to have the exchange. The reason why they popped that. Hold on. Do you know the show?
Yes, I've seen the show.
Okay. So the reason why he's still asking questions after they pop, that's the reason why the woman walks him back to the people that popped the balloon, because she wants to see why they pop. And after they give because normally they're giving criticism to the guy or the guys are giving it to the girl of why they pop. So then after they give their criticism, she allows the guest to give criticism back or ask follow-up questions.
So he hit below the belt intentionally, because he's like, okay, you're on here because you're lacking in an area of your life. And most women, especially on the show like that, he's looking like, I bet they got kids. So a low hit is you got kids and you made a mistake, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So you picking baby daddies.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. If a gentleman was trying to talk to you and you gave him a conversation and you asked him, do he have children? And he says, yes, I have 3. And he said, all by, that question y'all like to ask, all by the same woman? And he goes, no. And you say, how many different baby mamas? And he say 3.
I'm on a show
that wouldn't.
That the person already popped the balloons. I don't care. That's the whole thing. I don't care. Unless, like you said, his intention is to create a valuable show where he is going to get played just like the turtle dude. Remember the turtle dude that was on there? Everybody took him and put him on memes and all that. Something to where he can constantly get played.
That nigga's a millionaire.
Why is he even caring? I don't care.
So I don't think the fact that he cared. I think it's the fact that he was on a show that he knows is trending amongst the culture, and he wanted to get out some of the things that that's the thing. Other guys would have got up there, took it on the chin of what they criticized them about and walked on. But he really exposed some shit. He really exposed the fact that you're discrediting me based upon what you, and he set it up nice too. The dude's a genius, by the way. Because she discredited him on his pants. He asked her a follow-up question, which it was too quick for her too. When he said, how many kids you got? She said 3. She didn't expect him to come back with how many baby daddies. And then she couldn't get around it. So 3.
I don't know how
he said, what was wrong? He said, is there something wrong with them? She said, must be. And then he said, "Is there something wrong with you?" She said, "Possibly, but I think I'm just fine."
Being honest, if you out here and on a date,
anytime he did something or said something where they had to take accountability, they instantly got offended, and I hear more balloons popping in the background because they started noticing that he was taking away all fucking anything positive about the negative shit he was gonna try to use against him. He was popping their balloons before they even got a chance to pop it. That's what the fucking problem was.
That was good. Hey, Hefe, hey, let's get Hefe some goddamn round of applause for that one. Nah, man, you hit it on the head with that one, Hefe.
Yeah, Niet, I hear your
if you
point about the
wrap it up,
balloon.
we'll send it around to D. You got anything else you want to say, Niet?
Oh, I think that was my my major thing. I understand it's a show because I'm like, if you're out here dating, you know that is going to be a typical question. The question is, do you have children? Are you married? Do you have those type of questions? They're typical.
He actually never asked him that shit. He didn't ask it until she started like trying to put herself on some type of pedestal, and then he started asking, okay, well, I feel you. Well, I explained to you all my credentials and what I feel like I should have and what I should have. So you judging me off of this and that, but you got 3 whole babies by 3 different niggas. You keep making the wrong choice. You picking what you want instead of what you need type
Why
shit.
would you?
But you come up here and quickly just push me to the edge because of my pants.
But it's like, I'm gonna put it like this as a man. I know this. I know y'all like. I feel as though men gotta hold themselves to a standard. If that woman try to go below the belt on him, I don't like your pants. Let her look stupid. But you gotta go out and be like, oh, let me find another way. Oh, I'm a jab her back. Look, first of all, if she's worried,
I don't feel like he was trying to jab her back. He was answering her question and then gave her a little insider input that I feel like she needed to hear. It wasn't about trying to jab her back. Women are quick to do that shit. Anytime you tell them about themselves, you're attacking them, and that shit needs to stop too.
He definitely jagged her back because she went small as his pants. The man sounds successful, like he got his life in order, on track. And you said, I don't like his pants. You look like my nephew. Like, those are jabs.
They was trying to do anything to
that he was trying to make.
Couldn't beat him.
The
They
point that he
couldn't beat
was
him
trying
up
to
here.
make was, listen, the point he was trying to make was, you're a 34-year-old woman with 3 children by 3. Hold on now, 34-year-old woman with 3 children by 3 different guys. You talking about pants?
Yep, that's the point.
Yeah.
He could have just.
So I'm choosing the wrong pants. Bro. You choosing the wrong pants, and you pulling them down.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad he didn't, because that's how y'all.
Okay.
The question is, do you want somebody to say it how you want to hear it, or say how they really want to say it? You just said he could have said it that way. He did. Say it
I
that
believe
way.
he worded it differently. They would have
expose
taken
more
it
of her.
differently, but he worded it how he worded it.
He spoke his mind clearly.
It's the point of him jabbing back.
No.
Why would you not? Why would you not say something back to a smart
one
mouth ass woman like that?
Who's gonna respond to me?
Because you're doing better.
I got her. So here's the situation.
Hold on, D. Hold on, Hefe. Niet, wrap it up, and D say he's gonna respond back to you. Then Hefe gonna jump in there, and then we're gonna open it up to Skittles and everybody.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that like this: for a man, he has to hold his status. Don't sit up here and hit him below the belt because she is coming the way that she's coming. She's coming being ignorant when she ain't got her ducks in a row. She ain't got her stuff together, right? So she got her a situation with the baby daddies, right? She got all of that. She didn't expect him to ask her that. Fine, right? But she ain't had to come at him on a slide like that. But by the way, he did come and articulate the point of, look, you don't even qualify for me in the first place. I understand that. I understand it. And I'm saying sometimes you need to say that. But other times when she already done popped her balloon, don't care. You could like, okay, cool. You're not my cup of tea. Okay, thank you. But I'm saying like in a way, some things don't need to be entertained if that's not even your cup of tea. You looking at where her mind is, so it's like, why even respond to her in that type of way? And it's like, why are you giving that so much energy? I wouldn't care.
You just answered the question. You just answered the question.
All right, Niet, you finished, Niet?
Yeah, I'm finished.
You just answered the question. It was her mindset. This is the thing. This is what one thing men understand more than anything. If I can reach her, I can teach her. If I can teach her, I can learn from her. I give you a prime example, myself. Gorgeous, good-looking, dynamic woman walks into me. We had a scheduled appointment at Barnes & Noble. I stood in the philosophy aisle deliberately stood in philosophy aisle because all I said before she walked in, God, if this woman make it 120 seconds, I'm going to marry this thing. Oh, my God, I'm going to marry her tonight, Lord. You hear me? I stood with over my end cap, over my shoulders, the end cap of a black and white book and big bold black letters. It read Dr. Seuss. This gorgeous little human being come around the corner. Oh, that book's in the wrong spot. Oh, I already knew she's talking about it. I'm like, you sure? This book? Yes, it's in the wrong spot. I said, well, you want to open it up and take a look? Oh, no, I have a master's. I know what I'm talking about. Dr. Seuss wrote children's books. It needed to be in the children's section. It's a philosophy aisle. Well, Dr. Seuss was a philosopher. Had she taken those 2 seconds to say, yeah, let's open it up to see if this book is actually in the right aisle. Trajectory of that discussion goes a whole different way. I was saying, I'm sorry. I double booked. I made a bad mistake. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. And I realized from that exchange that I couldn't reach her, right? Because that was my point, to give her that chance, which exactly what he did for several women to see, like, listen, I'm really cool if you can realize I don't have an issue with anything that you've done or went through. But because you so psychologically bent on the shit that you can't get over, well, I can't help you. I'm not going to be able to go any further than that, than what you can't see. So I'm going to ask you some simple questions, the things I know that's been fucking with you, that you need to understand. It don't bother everybody. There's a lot of dudes that don't have problem with women who have children from multiple men. There are men who do have problems with women who have a child from one dude, right? That's just the world, right? So when you get somebody that's give you that opportunity to show you, like, I'm not bothered by it, why are you still fucked up by it? Because you fucked up. That's all it is. Those women are all fucked up. And can't nobody help them. So therefore, I'm double booked, man. I made a mistake.
Hefe?
He summed it up pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I felt like going and asking him about the pop balloons was, to me, that's the whole meat and potatoes of the show, because he seemed like, you know, from what I know that women are looking for, he was more than qualified. And he only had one kid that was damn near grown, so he damn near, and he ain't old and none of this shit either. He damn near got his shit together right at the right time. Kid damn near grown, but they still found reasons to find something to say to look down upon him. And I felt like the reasons that they were giving were just hella petty. I understood some of what they were saying and why they felt like that, but then when he was breaking it down to nitty gritty, because like that's what they did when they popped the balloon. They said, fuck everything you're talking about. I heard what I didn't want to hear. So I believe that some of them women did want to hear shit that they want to hear, or if he would have said what he said nicely, or some way to find some way to fit their ego for him to tell them, that it would have been better. But he told them straight, real and raw, exactly what it looks like, and he even got real with him. Like, you know, I'm look at my qualifications, and then what did you say you do? How many kids you got? By how many niggas? Okay, yeah. Maybe you ain't the right one. Maybe you do need to worry about this and that. And then they just all took all this shit offensive. I don't think he was ever trying to shit on nobody. He was just showing them where they are according to what they were saying and how they were putting themselves out there. Even after being shown that he's a reasonable dude, he's a nice dude, he damn near ain't got no kids, he didn't say nothing about no baby mama drama, like all the shit that they got going on, he ain't got none of that. And he just was looking for somewhere to have peace with a woman that he could actually reach. You know what I'm saying? Like bro was saying. But when you can tell by all of their reactions that they had made up their mind that it didn't matter what the fuck that he said or tried to reason with them about. Once he came around and gave them their own personal time to talk, they had already made up their mind. They already had heard what they needed to hear to know that they can't win. So they just took it and did what they did with it. I feel like that was just hella petty. He understood where they was coming from, just like I did at one point, but nobody didn't. It seemed like they understood where he was coming from when he started getting to his points. It was just ready. Okay, yeah, whatever. Hurry up. I already popped my balloon. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's hella whack. And that's why all them bitches is alone. Because they fucking attitudes.
All right. Skittles, what you got? You clocking T over there with the 2 fingers. I know that's right.
I ain't got nothing to say. They
He
already speak that shit. I heard something else. That was good.
Yo, Ronnie, what up, man? Say how you want it said to you, or would you rather somebody come straight up and say it how they want to say it?
I don't think. I mean, I would agree. There's no instructions to life, right? So situations can happen the way they happen, and when you jumping into a situation to see if you could pick up wherever that situation is and take off from, it boils down to the truth about it. And I think that's one thing that, as a society outside of culture, a society that we scared of now, accountability slash truth. And I definitely mean no shots fired, but it sounds like both sides of that conversation had a little bit of lack of accountability, but at the same time it seemed like he was still opening the floor for compromise, and I ain't see any of that happening whatsoever. But
So you said both sides of that situation had a little bit of what you said?
I mean, dude
Yeah,
could
what
have
you
been
mean?
like,
What
well,
you
what
mean
if
by
I
that?
switch my pants up? You know,
So
that's the only thing you don't like is my pants. You know, what if I switch them up? You know what I'm saying? I
She
mean,
had already made her own mind up. She already made her
I got
mind up.
standards to attire, and it was a little bit of a fight for some time, but my wife and I have grown to respect each other in that regard. You know, so you gonna wear that today? No, we're gonna find another fucking outfit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I get it,
so when
but
you said that both sides of that situation got a little, and you did your hands like this, I want to say that I feel you, bro. Both sides of that situation, or those exchanges, do have some shit going on with it, and that's the thing in the black community that ain't nobody really talking about. Well, they talking about it, but there's not a lot of solutions. Every last one of them look like him. And with that being said, I think that every last one of them already has something inside of them. Now, keep in mind, my opinions of this show is great entertainment, but I still think that most people that come up there is just coming up there because they know it's a trending, high topic, high publicized show. They're gonna shout out your Instagram, you get mad followers, and your OnlyFans, whatever else you got going on, whatever the guys got going on, they're gonna get publicized. So that keep that in, huh?
I tell you, yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
keep
you
that
hit
in the
on the
back
nail,
of
bro.
mind. But with the genuine exchange, I do believe they still had, once the ladies start saying the reasons why they popped their balloon, I think it began to have a genuine conversation. They said that one said didn't like his pants. The other girl in the pink said he was just a little bit too much like on the aggressive side. She felt he was attacking the ladies about their baby daddies and all that. All of that shit right there sums it up to say most people are out here talking about they can't find somebody or a good somebody, but to discredit somebody or cut it off because of pants, I get where the girl coming from. She said if his demeanor or his attitude was a little bit too much for her, that makes sense to me. Now it may make
That's
sense
because
to
she don't
somebody
deal with
why
no
the one girl
confident
said
men. They feel
pants,
good
but
about
who knows?
themselves.
He
I
said she
said she
don't deal with
probably used to
confident
dealing
people.
with a lot of men that are very confident and feel good about themselves because they know they're doing the right thing. She used to probably dealing with niggas that need her in some way, form, or fashion. So to come face to face with a handsome black man that's doing what he's supposed to be doing and shit, and putting her in the hot seat, this shit didn't make her feel good at all. She felt like that she should never even been in that place, and she didn't really care of what he had to say after the balloon was popped. I mean, for a second she did, but it's like every time he went to one of them, he got to the nitty gritty of what was really going on. Like, no, it's bigger than my pants, sweetie. It's what you have going on too. It's really the things that you're going through on the inside. Like, you're not ready for no type of relationship with no man like me because look at what type of shit you got going on. When it come down to asking you about little shit, that's when they started telling who they really are. Because it was bigger than the pants, trust me. Because what do it take to change the pants? That's like saying I don't like your eyelashes, bitch. Take them off. Take
Right.
them off. We keep going. It's not a big deal. Like you said, it's an outfit, right? You can change that shit. You can't change what's going on inside of that person. You can put her in another outfit. She gonna be the same rotten ass motherfucker.
A person that got a cake ingredients the way that hers was, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, but out of her mouth said, "I think I'm perfectly fine."
Right, in her eyes, you supposed to pay her and do what she say do because she got some ass, and that's just out of pocket. Like, you're not even bringing nothing
Right.
I can grow from mentally into a relationship. You up in here looking for some way to get some money out of a nigga, and then you want to be able to control a nigga. But I'm everything that you don't like in a man because I can't be taken advantage of, and that's what pisses you off.
So T-Max, to your point though, husband / producer had to grab the microphone from a host one time and clear up some things with some ladies on the panel that they was on the show. And he had told them, he said, what was going on is y'all not really coming on here looking for love. Y'all coming on here looking to gain whatever you could get from this show. And he said there was a lot of the reasons that y'all popping the balloon is very stupid and asinine. The man said this. He came and grabbed the mic from the host, the guest from the show, and he had to check some of them. And I was like, I'm glad he did too, because as we can see very much, that's what happened. Some of those girls were very nice looking. Like bro said, like me, I have a problem with lashes. I don't like them, right? But they can be taken off. And so once a woman can come to that, like, yo, you actually look damn good without them damn roach legs on your fucking head. You know what I mean? You don't need them.
No.
Just go be honest.
For somebody like me that is so Cream reminded me. Cream reminded me. I'm actually the wife, and then there's 2 baby mamas. Like I'm married to a 50-year-old. I'm 34. So, and I have a grandson and shit. So she was right. I wasn't the 3rd baby mama. I am the wife. But it doesn't explain about being the grandma, and
I feel like I could jump on both sides of that though. My wife married me, and I got a whole fucking 18-year-old.
Okay, no. So my stepdaughter is 32. I'm 34. My stepson is 27, and my grandson is 10. And then I have a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Just a blended family. That's what happens. That's what happened when people don't understand. When you get into relationships,
He got 3 baby. He had 2 baby mamas before he met me. I didn't know.
right? But that's what happened though, right? Now that what comes in together, what comes with a relationship, right? Like me and P, if we do business, his shit becomes my shit becomes his shit. If we blending it like that, right? Now we keeping our business separate and we just do exchanges. Well, that's it. We just do exchanges, and that's the brunt of that. So we have to understand the magnitude of the relationships we come in. What you're saying is a beautiful dynamic, which people don't understand. These are one of many things that happen. We all have our fantasy shit that we won't lay it out and how it goes, but you have to work for a fantasy to be read. So it doesn't have to be all in one thing because somebody else's shit is not your shit. Just that simple.
We would have had more kids if I didn't lose my twins. But like we lost our twins, and it took us a while to have those kids, like another one and another one and another one. And then after my last one, which is 6 years old now, I burnt Titus tubes. But then he has these comments that he's 50 and remind you I'm 34. Can we have another one? No, because you're trying to tie me up and lock me away. No, we're done. Like, we watch that bitch away.
Yeah.
Like, no, I love you. I know that pussy's great, but no. Ooh, I can't do any more kids. We can adopt one.
Hey,
We can
Skittles.
adopt it.
Skittles, check this out. What I heard you say is something that I want every woman listening to understand. You said, I'm gonna sum it up because you gave details of how many you have, how many you've been with, how many baby mamas he have, all that stuff. Basically, what I heard you say is you had some fucked up shit or baggage or a situation from a past or situations from a past.
I was a victim.
And then he had some of the same shit and y'all got together but you understood that he had a past as well, right? Through all these baby mamas you talking about too, right?
I mean, he was a homewrecker to them, but yeah.
Hey man, you married him. I didn't.
I did. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I was a victim and I didn't have nobody. And I was already married to my first. He rescued me from my second.
Hey, ho.
I've been married twice.
Ho.
Been with 2 men in my life. And
Wait
9
a
women.
minute.
9 women and 2 men. Okay.
Man,
so,
drop the rest of us down and you two stay up here.
Wait a minute. So listen, what I want to hear again and make sure I heard it right. You call him a home wrecker.
Yeah.
Who home did he wreck? Yours?
Pretty much. Pretty fucking
Okay,
much.
hold on. Hold on. Somebody left
come
unexpected.
back.
Oh, that was D took himself out.
What was
Hey,
that guy's name? Kevin Samuels.
Listen,
Baby
The
doll,
late
come
great
back.
Dr. Kevin.
wait a minute. This is that
I still
accountability
got to
that
reply.
Hefe was talking about. This is that account. Hefe just took his stuff out.
I got to reply. I got to reply to
All right,
the first.
so
Go ahead, go
gotta-
ahead.
Hey, go ahead, P.
We got to visit this.
Something about
Holy
accountability
God,
here,
gosh,
I think,
my God.
can be
My
addressed.
subject, I don't want to talk about my subject because the subject is
No.
not about. We're on a
no.
different
You brought it
subject.
up. I just want to clarify.
It's more of therapy than talk about you, right? It can't. So for one thing, it can't be home wrecking if he saved you. So I'll get back to that. All right. Gosh, that was a lot. So this is my reply to the show, right? I don't think that it's enough time to assess a person, right? If you come into a show like that, I believe that you should be having, you should step forward with your mind open and with a calm manner, so you could be delivered somebody's information, so you can assess somebody, see if they're a perfect fit for you for what they deliver. If not, there's no reason to get in a negative environment or negative space about a person.
It's not negative for
Person
me.
that you are a complete stranger with, that joker should not have power over you. So if he's talking to somebody at the end and they pop their balloon because they don't agree with this joker, the one down here should not be popping their fucking balloon. All right, because and you should, by the time he get to you, y'all should not be on some bad terms. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I would have popped it by now just so that I didn't fucking.
Another thing, I was watching another show and I seen this one girl. She had her shoulders out. She had a nice little dress on, and everybody comes from in the military is big too, because you meet people from all kind of places, right? So what that gentleman was wearing was probably accommodating for wherever environment he came up in. So when he delivers himself, he thinks that it's presentable for where he grew up at, where he goes out at, he lives at, whatever. So if I'm in the corner and they like, the next contestant come out and and that pop. It should not be for something that you could put on. All right. you busting multiple balloons because clothes.
Sometimes clothes deliver personality too. You can't be up there in rags and whatever.
But
that's changeable.
Just how I feel. People come from. I could say that I could be one of the gentlemen up there, and she walking around with a food dress on. I'm like, what the fuck? It doesn't make her. She could be a beautiful spirit, a beautiful personality, the one that completes me, and I just popped a balloon because she got dressed. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. People come from different walks of life. They go through their things. When you get to a certain age level, as you can see, shit don't matter. I don't give a flying. I go to fucking work. They can talk about my little shirts if they want. I don't care. But I know at the end of the day is what I'm worth, what I'm bringing home. And right, so getting back to the other one, the lady that had the black dress on, she was talking to the one guy and found out by the time he got to the end of the balloons, she had popped her balloon because how he looked. By the time he got to the end, the chick was like, "Oh my God, I think you'll be so fucking dope for me. I got all this da-da-da-da." When he was down there talking about what he delivered, how he provide for a woman, all the things he got in order, his lifestyle, everything changed because he had enough time to explain who he was and deliver himself. So it had nothing to do with the clothes, nothing to do with the hat, nothing to do with the shoes. It was his personality and what he delivered at the time. So that pop the balloon joint, yes, it's a good gimmick, good trendy little thing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't assess a person in that short bit of time. Everybody's getting probably about 2 to 3 minutes with one person, right? And if they ask you the wrong question, it steers your mind for another person to pop the balloon. I think that's crazy to me. That is 100% crazy to me. Okay, so let's go back to the lady, right? The lady he went to. When he first went to that one chick that said she had 3 kids and the father that died, the first thing she said is that, "I don't like your pants. I'm a little ghetto." Red flag. Absolutely not. You just let me know who I'm dealing with, right? That means that everybody, and then so let's go back down the list. Everybody that was up there and reacted to that one thing, his pants, got trauma, and they did him a favor. They popped their balloon because they can't handle somebody who's just like him, right? And they got some other things that's residing in their soul, right? So it wasn't going to work regardless. They just did him a favor. So, my bad, I wrote something else down. Okay, and this is the negative. Like, I believe when you're having a conversation with somebody, especially a stranger, you have to be in a more receiving, warm manner when you talking to a person. The moment you let somebody trigger you, it's going to go left. You got 3 minutes and you spent it on being negative. You know what I'm saying? So when it goes negative, what you're doing is you open it up a conversation for more negativity to come in. I was watching it like a little snippet of one other little lady. I think she was the best one I ever seen deliver a message. She was like, she was telling the gentleman that he was like, if I take you on a date, where would you want to go? She said, whatever you want to go. And he was like, nah, I want to go where you want to go. She was like, look, I'm here for you. I want to get to know who you at. I want you to, display your leadership, everything. I want to absorb you for who you are, and that will allow me to let you know who I want to be with. I was like, oh my God, she ain't gonna be single long. I guarantee you somebody scoop her up, because you putting yourself in a more receiving mode, more warm mode, more nurturing mode to be a supporter than more a challenging person. So that's my 2 cents, and I'm gonna get off.
Hey,
I
man.
damn near put it in the database. Shit, I was like, yeah, keep
I
talking.
definitely agree. Yo, I didn't hear any aspirations, goals. All I heard was negative.
Yeah.
And no truth. I ain't feel like
that's
I heard
basically
any
what it
truth
was,
really.
man. Like all of us are
Nobody
really
standing up
realizing
for
this show
what went
is set
wrong or
up.
nothing. They was just like, oh
Facts.
no, I'm good. I'm a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I
Everybody's a
can't remember what
10
was that
on
dude's
nowadays.
name, Mr.
So this
Altruist. You
show is
might
set
remember
up
Kevin.
for people to
He was a
put themselves
doctor that
in
had his own
spaces.
podcast. Late
I don't think he can hear me.
great Dr. Kevin Samuels or some shit.
I don't
Can't
think you can
remember.
either.
I followed him for a
Ronnie, can
minute.
you
He
hear
was
me?
on to something because he was like,
Let
you
him
got
I
two
don't
run
think you
though.
can
kids,
either.
you 40
Yeah, I'm
something,
gonna let him go.
you're not really a 10, and I would say the same about me though, not to keep it one-sided at all. So I was baffled my wife was willing to marry me. I'm 42 now with a whole 18-year-old, like retired, disabled. She got to take care of me type shit. Like, but she's cool with it because she likes me for me. When we sitting down chilling on the couch, she's enjoying herself. We ain't doing shit. Or when we go out and do shit, she's still enjoying herself. Like, it's real shit every day. So, and it's truthful. Every moment is full of truth. That's what I think we missing. I mean, I get it, the gimmick and whatnot, if we try to get views, but I didn't catch a lot of truth in there. I kept thinking we missing something. Like, yeah, you got 2 to 3 minutes, but speak the truth. The truth is quickest. It may hurt, but it's the quickest. And who knows, you might get somewhere with it. That's why old girl was talking about some. Nah, I'm good. Like, I want to you talking big game. I want to see what your leadership right. She ain't afraid of that triangle. You know, they gonna go somewhere if that went somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm with it. Like, I'll get out there and take a bullet because you want me to lead this family. I got no problem taking a bullet
Hey,
because you want me to lead.
Hey, Ronnie. So I'm glad you say that. I know I'm not saying this to attack you, Nia. And I was just having a conversation with another lady. A lot of women don't recognize the position that men that they unconsciously have to put themselves in when they in their role as the man. We always laying our life down on the line, right? If we in bed, we hear a loud kick at the door, bam. You ain't gonna say, "Hey, baby, let's go get this." You like, "Hey, you're up." You know what I'm saying? It's unconsciously. We are putting ourselves in that role, and it's like, it's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's time to go, it's time to go. Secondly, I'm doing something. Oh, my bad. Secondly, like in a woman's role, y'all are nurturers. When you come past challenging, some men don't take it well. I know I don't take it well. I tried to take it well, but I know me, and I know that women has emotions. Y'all go through things and your hormones is out of control sometime. And hey, we got to be receptive to that. I'm still learning. But in certain cases, how even if he came past as challenging or confrontational, there was still no reason for them to react the way they did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I believe.
All right, let's
Yeah, I
get to some
agree.
of these
If y'all really here looking for something, like let's get down to the
So
the meat
Cream,
and
so Cream made
potatoes.
this comment right here
You know,
back when we was talking about the
nah, I had 3
KKK
baby
walking through the streets
daddies.
and handing
You
out
wearing
water and
tight pants, I
bananas
don't
and
like it.
everything. She said that might be the one that they need, right?
Right.
To break the chains. Nah, say what you gotta say. She wants you to say what you gotta say versus how she wants you to say it. He was being transparent, as he said to begin with. Yep, straight up from the beginning, he was letting them know it's transparency. When he walked off, they was like, "Oh, you got some kind of spunk behind you." He was like, "Nah, it's transparency, love." He wanted to see the character of the woman. Okay, he isn't wrong. He made the woman actually see themselves. Okay, and Cream also said he made them look in the mirror and see the reason they are alone. Right, true. I appreciate that. Everybody in the comment section, everybody in the chat, we thank y'all so much, man. Keep it going. I'm gonna make a few of y'all moderators as soon as I figure out how to do it. But with that being said, we're gonna transition over to the next and the last topic of the night. This one comes by way of culture and how your culture can ride and rock with you when everything is being agreed upon. But the minute that, all right, so first question is, does the Black culture try to keep everyone boxed into it? And this is culture, period. Black culture, white culture, Latino culture, Asian culture. Hold on for anybody said anything. Y'all lips are perking up. I ain't even got the shit out yet, P. So does the culture or Black culture try to keep everyone boxed into it? Meaning, you got to believe what I believe. If you're a different religion, I don't even understand you no more. We can't even be friends because you're this and I'm that. If you come from money and all in my culture, what I've always heard was money is the root of all evil, and they think they got something because they got a little bit more than us. If you say that you are a R word and I'm a D word, then there's an issue, meaning you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat, and all of a sudden we can't even hang out or do business because we don't believe in the same things. So we're gonna play this quick video coming up, and just keep in mind that we're talking about this topic right here. The culture has come for Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was on The Turning Point, which is a very famous podcast style show or stage show. This is where Charlie Kirk had, a lot of his followers and viewers as well. And I just want everybody to give their opinion on this part of the culture, like culture being turned away. Skittles, you trying to come in on a different device? All right, Tuies, I'm gonna drop you down from there and bring you up there. See how quick that was?
Thank you.
All right, no problem. I'm gonna get the other device off. Hold on for a
Now
second.
y'all know my fucking real name now.
Uh-oh. There it is. And then all right.
You
So
told her.
yeah, you can pop back up on the screen. This ain't gonna take you out. I don't know what Nia. Oh, she wanted to check her lasagna. We want a piece too when you bring your ass back.
Oh, that's what we
All
call
right.
it these days? Lasagna?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I thought it was goulash. All right, check this out. Does the culture try to box everybody else in? Let's listen to Nicki's situation.
So, with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. This administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not, don't you guys agree?
We don't gotta keep watching this.
Sorry about that. I stepped away for a second. All right. Thoughts and opinions. So before we turn this into a political conversation of who we like and who we don't like, who we voted for, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna do it like this. The name of the topic is She Got Backlash, and a lot of it. She has a large following. Barbies or whatever. Like before Beyonce had the Beehive, or which one came first, the Hive or the Barbs? I don't know. But
Beyonce theme first.
Okay. So she got a lot of backlash from her comments, and her comments were for the current administration. And a lot of people don't like how she framed the support that she's given. I think is an angle. They brought her up for a reason. I just think it's an angle that she's going with. But nevertheless, she made her comments. She believes that way. Why do you think that when you step outside of what most people consider the norm? Now, we only have unity, like Cream said up there. We only have that in certain cases. We ain't unified in all aspects of our culture. So we're going to start with Mr. Woodham. Ronnie, do you believe that most cultures, not just the black one, most cultures fit you in a box, and the minute that you step outside that box, something's wrong with you? What you got to say, Ronnie? And Ronnie said, fuck it. He ain't even going to answer the question of the cultures or none of that. He going to drop off. Nah, he'll be right back. He was trying to do so. He probably had a call coming through. Go ahead, P.
So I have.
Could you ask that question again?
Okay. So the question is, does most cultures, not just the black one, try to keep everybody in a box? Meaning, if you're in your family, your whole families are, let's just stick to the political side. If your whole families are staunch Republicans, and you say, you know what, Mom, Dad, I'm a Democrat. Is that something that's normal that you can't think for yourself? Because at the end, that's a clip that I had, but at the end of that footage that she was on stage right then, she said, because they asked her, how did she feel about the backlash that she was receiving? Her comment was, I didn't notice, meaning them people don't matter. Like, I'm still who I am and doing my thing. But that's the question. Is everyone trying to keep everyone in a box? Go ahead, Pete.
So certain people get to certain milestones in their careers because of what they do and what type of demographic or genre or whatever you do, whatever you specialize in. I don't like the fact that she was never recognized as a political figure, right? But they choose to use her as a bull in the political game because of what demographic of people you can gravitate toward your initiative. Her receiving the backlash comes from people that's just like me. I'm not saying I'm the most intelligent guy, but I'm the less emotional guy. But your fans don't come from the political standpoint. They come from you doing whatever your craft is. Her being in a, so now when we speak Black culture, I don't want to say this, but it should be bigger than what it is. Some Black people believe that not voting or not participating in politics is beneficial to their culture. Some believe that it needs to provide change so that Black people get recognized and be equal, have equality across the board. But one thing is for sure, Black people do believe that, or it is proven that it hasn't been fair over amongst over a large span. I'm trying to be politically correct because this is going to be televised, right? Somewhere, right? So what I'm trying to say is I just don't like this.
Hey man, say fuck it. Just say fuck it and just let it all come out.
Oh no. Hey man. I still got a business.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay, man.
You're my VP bad guy. So
guess what? I got your back on this. So let me go ahead and let me do my VP. Let me do my VP due diligence right here, right now. The comments and suggestions and thoughts do not reflect on PDU and T-Max Network simultaneously. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
My man. So
that being said, why don't the president interview her and let her tell him in front of live camera what issues within the culture, community, country that she's aware of that need to be addressed so that we, the people, can hear why specifically she feels that she loves them and they're amazing and they're all this glorious fucking
but Ronnie,
powerful fucking men.
The answer to that, Ronnie, is because when you already got buy-in, you don't need to waste your time on people trying to convince them to get that edge. Exactly. So that's why when you already got it's equivalent to like saying, Al Tariq said, hey, AP, we know you got 4 million followers. We'll pay you to come on. But if I already coming on this joint and I'm giving my views and all my people are coming on and they viewing whatever, like, why is he wasting his time on trying to convince me and trying to get me to try to buy into the to his program? You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what's already there. When you got multiple players and you got pillars in your community that's supporting you 100%, you don't even need to waste the time on trying to convince anybody. And one thing that's definite is that everybody's tuning in.
Yeah,
they're tuning into this circus. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to call it a circus because you're dealing with people's lives, right?
I mean, it is a circus because it's a form of entertainment, right? So, but can y'all help me out though? I need y'all to help me out, especially the men on here. It's not a sexist thing, but it was a toy we used to all have as kids. At some point, I missed the advancement of that toy. It used to just be a revolver. Y'all remember? And it had this little red sleeve you put it in when you pulled the hammer. Yeah, you know, it popped. Y'all remember what was the name of it?
It was a pop
caps. Say that again.
A cap gun.
Oh, it was a cap gun. So I didn't know them motherfuckers made a goddamn automatic one. This motherfucker got on there with that automatic cap gun, and then she had an infinite round coming out that thing. I didn't know it had a drum on the cap gun. I want that cap gun. Do you hear me? I dreamed of that cap gun. Let me tell you. The fake tears and it had this at this point. It's not even culture at this point. It's just plain stupidity. That wasn't culture at all. That's why Twitter ate your ass up that day. Because you went stupid. I watched this wonderful movie back in the day. Had Robert Downey Jr. in it, Ben Stiller, Black Jack, called Tropic Thunder. And there was an exchange that took place. One of the most greatest piece of philosophy I've ever seen in American history. Ben Stiller was talking to Robert Downey Jr.'s character, and he was like, he played this role, and Robert Downey was like trying to give him, why he didn't get any further out of it. And he was like, you went full retard. You never go full retard. You just went full retard. That was the problem. That's why you getting this backlash. That's why. I was like, the greatest. Please. Here's the reason why this question is even posed, of keeping each other in a box. What if that's what she really believed, though? Nigga, she an entertainer. I don't care what nobody say.
Hope, wait a minute. What he just said right there is a large part of our culture, is that our entertainers are our leaders. That the culture actually adopts as our leaders.
That's stupidity.
Not saying you and I or anybody on this panel, but we know that the culture sits back and wait for somebody that's famous to stand up and speak for us. Like we don't have a voice already.
Bro, I'm gonna agree with what you just said, bro. And I will be like D if I didn't experience this shit for myself. Bro, when millionaires become millionaires, right? We just hope that they become millionaires when they become educated or more wise. A lot of these jokers are getting it early, and there's so much missing.
Mm-hmm.
So then you got a whole community, a whole fucking following that's following your every fucking move. And I'm telling you, I got around these NBA guys, and that's the
one that I was just to speak about is the sports figures who aren't that damn wise either, but they got millions, and everybody look at them to be the voice.
They on these pedestals.
But even in our community, though, P, even on the regular streets, we champion ignorant people with money.
I'm curious. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I pay really good ass internet, and why is that I can only hear you and not him? Like they're fucking muting him for some reason.
No, it's because you left out on one device, it came in on the other, so you just got to restart it. They got nothing to do with your internet.
Drop out and come back in on this device right here.
Twice. I did twice.
No, not your internet. Drop out the live and come back.
And when you come back, make sure you allow the
Well, the internet working now, ain't it?
Bruh. I just want to make sure I wasn't losing my shit.
No, you're not. You're good.
Because I'm missing what he's trying to talk about, and I'm really interested. So.
So tell her to drop out and come back in.
Hurry up and come back.
All right. I hear you. Come on.
So what I was getting at is, I've been privileged because because my family members, right? So, but I'm being placed around these people, and it's almost like it's almost unbelievable, because when he brings me around, he gives me like the whole runner. Hey, bro. Hey, you are who you are. Just take it for what it's worth. Mm-hmm. So I had these conversations, and I'm like, holy crap, you don't know what I'm like. It's words that I use at work, and I mean, and it goes to putting yourself around people that you would want to be like, or who are more intelligent than you, or more successful than you, and then you become them, right?
Right.
So I was placed. I try to put myself, inject myself around millionaires, but then it's nothing they could give me, because my worth comes with my education, and I'm seeing it. I'm like, bro. I just seen you on Sports Center, and you are speaking to the people, but you just glorified me like I'm some genius, and they don't see that in you. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't see the ignorant, uninformed side of you. And I'm just holding my head. I'm like, God.
That's why I went to the fact that she's an entertainer, because this is the thing. No different than politics, right? And this is why I'm glad we not going super politic, but this the whole situation. Why people shouldn't be so up in arms, rather it's Republican or Democrat. They friends at the end of the day. Some of these son bitches is married and got families together. So
absolutely.
First thing first, I already had this discussion. P, me and you go make $50 million together each. How upset are you at me?
Hell no, bro. You could be.
Hold on. I got one better for you. Watch this, P. How much shit Ronnie could tell you about me that's gonna make you mad?
Absolutely not, Ronnie. You could say, look. People go, man, look. Let me tell you how disconnected I am, right? To bullcrap, right? Brother could drop an M-bomb on me, right? I'll be like, okay. Next, what's the next business we're gonna do? I'm like, it doesn't bother me. I'm not influenced by ignorance. It's not right. When you put my family in danger, now we got a problem.
There we go.
And then even then, I might still address it as such. Hey, what happened? What triggered this? What did you know what I'm saying? It's still questions that come with it because I'm at a more mature state now and more educated state now to rectify situations before they even escalate. You know what I'm saying? So so like getting back to that piece, they use it as a political stunt to influence the followers. Because if you got them jokes together and sat on the couch and had a sensible conversation, it's nothing they can really tell you.
Nope.
So I mean, so that's how I get,
So Ronnie made a statement saying, why don't the president interview her and let her tell him why she love him? Well, Ronnie, just to let you know that we had a brother not too long ago. His name is Ice Cube. He tried to do that, right? For the culture and the people, but the people still took his ass out to dry because of who he was going to talk to. So like at any point, how much leeway do we have with the culture or with our people that we can go and speak to someone who they despise and get something done? Like D made a good point. If him and P was on two different stances in the political realm, religion, and all that, could they still make 50 grand a piece together in business? And both of them agreed. How much could Ronnie tell P about D that would stop that from going? Nothing. So how much do we despise the gentleman or the administration that she's talking about to where, what if she's going to get a bag with him?
That's it. Because she wasn't there for free.
Oh, no.
That's a fact.
Oh, no. This was not a wake-up call. Can you come hang out with us today and just come and talk and give us fake tears for the hell of it? No, you was there because that check cleared.
But
bottom line, and I ain't mad at you, but at the end of the day, like the difference is I've been privy to the same thing that you've been privy to and P been privy to, where we've been around certain social circles and man, that motherfucker ain't really like that.
right. You ain't righteous.
You like that.
You ain't righteous. You are not that.
You ain't from the hood.
When that camera come on, you know how to talk to the people.
Right.
Hey, bro. Oh, I want to say so much.
No, but me, we know.
Yeah. So let's jump into
that's another thing. It's national coverage. She already knows everybody's watching this shit. So of course she gonna be on deck for it.
Yeah. Well, ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody say nothing to her when everybody's listening to the other rhetoric that she's recording and putting on wax and putting out to your kids, and got your little daughters talking about they are part of her Barbie collection, and the shit she's saying through her music is worse than what I believe she said on the stage. But I digress. Look, let's jump into these comments. P, one of us. What does she mean when she said that? When she said that she feels as if they are one of us. Our culture is the most accepting, but we can't even accept one another as a collective. It's crazy, but it's a lot of us. But it's a lot of us. That's a fact. Cream also says, I think she is doing shit just to get thousands of people to fall under their thumb. It's about control and power.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that part. All right, on that same topic, different question. We did say why is her statement on the turning point with Erika Kirk? She said, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. Why is she getting so much backlash?
So this how I feel too, man. Like, I hate quoting people, but Ray J said this shit perfectly, bro. Ray J said, I went into the hood, I gave out all these turkeys, I'm doing all this shit for the community. but I could go right over here, smack somebody, and I'll go viral. He said, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it negative so I can stay relative. So, you know something? I don't even blame him, right? Because whatever put food on that table, I'm going to stay confrontational, bro. He could be a good guy. I mean, she could be she could be a really great person. But that's not the culture that we're in. We're in a culture of followers, likes, follows, reviews. How many times it's going to get reposted? She is relevant now, just like how we're talking about her right now, right? Because, I mean, because you could easily put a hashtag Nicki Minaj and somebody's going to see that we had a conversation about it.
That part.
And the greatest thing is this too, bro. Here's the greatest thing about being an entertainer. Not everything is everything.
No.
Because she could carry either way. She could be truly a Democrat to the heart and a check came through. She could be a Republican to the heart, check came through. Like she's an entertainer at the end of the day, right? And so for that, it's like that alone is enough to say, hey, no, you a sucker to a check. Because if you dance for this amount, when they shorten it, you're going to dance for that amount as well. Because they're going to shorten it. It's never going to increase. Because they're going to look out for their bottom line before they look out for yours. Yeah. So, and the way they got you by the balls is you're not documented. You got hundreds of thousands of people that's looking for you to be deportated.
Right.
Yeah.
They're petitioning.
So you really vowing to put your head.
That was going to be my next point, because that topic of her being undocumented is what, about 3 months old, 2-3 months old of them.
Well, it's actually older than that.
No,
I give her a fucking month. They're gonna take her back.
About when it resurfaced, like right now. I ain't talking about when it originally came up, but right now it's a hot topic that people have been talking about for the last 2-3 months.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but of course, the people that brought it out don't look like us either. So that's neither here nor there. But again, so everything that's supposed to be cultured is not, right? Because you got everybody blending in every situation. Even when it's easier to blend, particularly when you look like something. It's so much easier for you to blend when you look like something, right? And we also forget, Nicki been rich for about 20 years now. So there's a lot more in cultural standpoint that she's further away from than she is closer to. So that's another thing that people have to understand too. If you live in the hood of Yonkers, Bickford, Houston, Southside Chicago, Decatur, Georgia, East Point, like all of these hoods across the world, you need to keep it separate and be like, look, you're an entertainer, keep it entertainment, because there's stuff that we deal with that you don't deal with, don't know what it is anymore. You used to know, you used to understand. You don't understand. Things evolve and transition all the time. So what was once a comfortable way of life that you knew, and you say, oh man, I feel how you feel. No, tell that rich motherfucker, no, you don't.
Well, that's the same thing I feel about family that's from a distance. Like, you're not the same person you were when you was around your cousins at 12, 13,
absolutely.
14, 15, 16. So now when y'all move away and start your own families and do all of that, and they come to you, because this is the shit in the culture too. First thing they want to tell you is that you've changed. First thing you should tell them back is, fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's another version and another style of us trying to keep each other in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Ronnie, we ain't seen each other in a couple years, physically in person. Used to work together. But at the end of the day, I see him, I know him for who Ronnie is, not for who he's been in the last 2 or 3 years. So he just got me spin up to some stuff that he's been tying his mind up into for the last 2 or 3 years. Now I know a whole nother side of Ronnie. I won't never look at that man and be like, what? You changed. What you going, like, I'm not going to tell you that your current you can't exist because I only know the past you or the you of 5 years ago or whatever. Like, and that's Ronnie, the way that we try to keep each other in the box. Go ahead, Pete.
And that's right. And Ronnie should feel the same way. When he see you, he know that you got a little wider, and he should say, "I still accept you. I'm gonna accept you for who you are. You're a little wider."
I saw the hey look,
but I do know.
I saw you lead to it. That's why I said, "Go ahead."
Nah, there's some truth to that. I mean, I am sitting here thinking like, or right? There's a
Yeah, hold on, Ronnie. I'm gonna mute you out real quick. I muted you, Ronnie. I muted you on purpose. Hold on. I muted you because I wanted to tell. Hey, Master Monk, bring your ass back over here in front of the camera. Nah, come back over here. You gotta take this smoke. Hey, y'all. The crazy part about it is, hey, look, D. He was super soldier, and I was heavier than what I am now, and I was outrunning his ass by two times. That means a lap twice around.
That's that motherfucker run, boy. Hey, I would tell you a quick story. One night, me, his soldier. Yeah, me, him, and his soldier.
Oh, you talking about preparing for the marathon?
No, the ping pong. Yeah,
the ping pong.
He was like, "Hey, if I win," I was like, he said, so I forgot what the bet was, but if I lost,
we ran a marathon. Hold on, we did a marathon, and you didn't.
No.
That was the bet.
The bet was that I had to run 12 miles or something like that with you at your pace.
Facts.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
So we went running. That little fat motherfucker took off. That motherfucker was so far. We had like this one road that was like 3 miles. That motherfucker was so far. I was like, God damn, I can't even see him.
But keep in mind, y'all, he mentioned the distance was 12 miles.
12 miles.
So Pete, we was in super shape then, because bro, we played ping pong for a 12-mile run.
We were training for a marathon for like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah,
we was running 6 miles a day. We were getting that shit in. Like
that was just regular. So to sum up his story, so I can let Ronnie take the mic. I ain't meet you by malice. I muted you so I can get his ass. So to sum up the story, right? Me and my soldiers, 3 of them who was almost being put out the army because they was overweight and missing their run. They end up training for this marathon with us. Me and him created a whole run club that spread from Kuwait all the way back to Fort Gordon, Georgia. And the post commander on Fort Gordon had the post doing our marathon in the categories of silver, gold, platinum to reach a certain level. So we made an impact. But I just wanted the crowd and the audience to know that this motherfucker was slimmer than me, and I bust his ass. But hey, look, I would stand up and show you I got on pajamas. So look.
Okay, but I did a half marathon draw with my brother Turner, 3,000 feet above sea level in Afghanistan.
Fuck no.
Got that.
So off the war stories, right? Back over to this topic, Ronnie. Take the topic away. The culture.
Yeah, I was. I felt the truth he was stating, but then I was thinking, right? It's just or we can somehow reach out to our favorite artist and compel her to actually, instead of saying how much you love these people, and actually address and ask questions about issues that we're experiencing here in country or in ghetto, in community, whatever you want to call it. Cause I see a lot of shit going on over there in Venezuela, Russia, Ukraine. I see all that shit. Like, I get what we doing some shit over there, yeah, but what the fuck is going on over here?
Hello.
And I ain't hear her say one thing about it.
I'm saying,
grocery stores get shut down.
The audience mattered too, because if she knew that audience would have booed the hell out of her, she wouldn't have had that same comment.
That's why she went to the turning point, because they was all on the same side.
Exactly.
Again, that's why
go to Roland Martin.
Being afraid of accountability.
And one thing in particular, when they have audience, they already scan their audience to see who they support and who they let in that motherfucker. So it's
all scripted like the NFL. It's all I got you.
It's all like it's hey, are you whatever? Blah, blah,
like
blah,
the NFL.
Check, the whole nine. That
she wasn't getting up there like no. If she was getting booed like no, y'all really, she wouldn't have done that. She only gave the response that she knew was acceptable to the environment that she was in.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like she was just doing it to support her albums and shit.
No, not an album. Her citizenship that she don't have.
Citizenship that she about to fucking lose because she fucked up. Okay, like I'm sorry. Like,
so like I say again, I'm not even mad at it. Just the fact that you didn't have to go on that capping. Like,
right.
That was my whole thing.
Stage to be. You got all that stage right now.
I'm disappointed.
I'm not, because listen, it's the game, right? And life is about advantages. That's
But
just
she
the fact
fucked
of it.
up because you know
No,
what? All those people that she loved and they loved her, they're like,
listen.
deport her back. Deport.
Nope,
So,
everybody
but guess
Googling
what?
her right
Here's
now.
the situation. Let me be honest with you.
That's what they're doing. They're Googling her.
This is the thing right now. People who are screaming deport her don't understand how much in favor that would do for her.
Right.
And she herself, because guess what? If I had the money that she had and I wasn't tied to this country and they say they're going to deport me, I'm like, sit my ass back. I can't wait to join the billionaire circle. Do you not understand how wealthy I'm finna be when I get to Trinidad?
Right.
You got dual citizenships, different places. Come on now.
Listen, I'm not only am I gonna make friends in that country, I'm gonna make friends in all other countries. Do you not know? I'm coming over there with USD.
They don't realize it. So she's probably like in
They
the back
still
of her
having
head,
albums
like,
here in America.
hey, of course they're going to. Like, come on now.
I'd be in Trinidad. They call me the Trinidad Trillionaire when I get done. You heard me, huh?
That works.
Yeah. All right.
That boy crazy.
He definitely could have said something about homeless people or hunger or something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So with that being said, y'all, as we wrap it up, this has been a very, very good, interesting conversation about 3 different type of topics, all centered around culture, community. In the comments, they had words like unity and respect and togetherness and all of that, right? So I think what we could take away from this conversation tonight is that there's lots of more work to do amongst, and I'm so glad that we had Ronnie and Skittles up here, because normally all of our panels look the same. I know you black, Skittles. Put your finger down. I know you black. So all of our panels look the same. We had an opportunity to get our Caucasian brothers and sisters up here so we can clearly see that this ain't just a black thing. This is a culture thing. This is a U.S. thing. This is a nationwide alert. That as many times as we have conversations, we don't have the ones that come with solution-based style. And that's why we talked a lot here. We mentioned, we commented on the topics, but let's take away from this what we say: community, togetherness, unity, culture, all of this stuff. When we see each other, not us here on this panel, but each other, those that look like us. When I see another Ronnie out in the street, when I see another Niet out in the street, I can only judge them just like that guy did on the Pop the Balloon, based upon their merit, things that they say, and the information that they give me. He would have never known that girl had 3 different baby daddies and not trying to get a 4th one based upon britches, pants. He would have never known that the one girl down at the end say that she really wasn't rocking with him because he was a little bit too stern and too strong. So he brought a lot of stuff out of them just by having the conversation. As Niet said, what's the point of going further once they done pop their balloon? Well, that is the point. I think he brought more out of that show than I've ever seen when it comes to what's the point. The point is, how are you going to be under the bridge and complaining about the TV box I gave you? How are you gonna be starving but say you don't eat pork? How are you gonna be 3 baby daddies deep, no pun intended, and not giving a guy a shot because he got on pants that you don't like? I think that's a good segue for us to pick up the next conversation on how do we begin to repair the broken relationships, not only in the black culture between black men and black women, not only in the white culture between white men and white women, or Asian and Latino or whatever, not only in those romantic relationship styles, but across the board between white and black, between Republican and Democrat, between Christian and Buddhism or Muslim. How are we going to begin? Because as soon as we hear those labels, black, white, Buddhist, Christian, Republican, Democrat, atheist, as soon as we hear those, we don't want to hear nothing from this person. We may listen to them, but we ain't hearing them. We quickly cut it off because we don't directly in line. I'll leave it there and I'll pass it around the panel for closing statements. Ronnie, I'm gonna start with you. We'll go counterclockwise to Skittles, D, Monk P, and Niet.
Since I was like 5 years old, I've been involved with the black culture, as you so delicately put it, Mr. Altari. So that's really near about all I know as far as my personal desires is in relation to what I enjoy, where I feel safe at, where I want to be at, where I want to live and die at, and in the environments and whatnot. You know, my first cassette tape alone was Prince. That was my very first cassette tape that I ever owned. And after that, it was Slim Shady LP. It was just something about when I say original at the very beginning of all this, I was thinking, you know, deeper than that too, like my soul, like where I come from, you know, and it's wild. And I could take it even further because dirt ain't white and we come from the ground, you know, I'll be blowing a lot of people's mind. I've lost friends over my own personal philosophies. Like I just really don't think I was the original, you know, like Jesus was, and whatever. There's a science to pigmentation and color. That's why you see people who are actually both black and white. There's an actual science to it, to how your skin reacts into genetics and DNA and where you're from and how God separated everybody at certain periods of time in the Bible, blah, 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 and all that, right? So I'm definitely unique. I've noticed in at the age of 42 and where I come from and what I've been experiencing in my surroundings. But to just have a stage like that, like I yearn for a stage like that, what Nicki Minaj and all these artists are getting, and to be able to make a change that makes sense at where I'm at, boots on ground is what I would call it. Because when I leave my house and go to the gas station, there's a lot of different fears that I experience and my wife experiences. Hell, my father-in-law experiences just 2 miles down the road that are not being addressed on these massive stages where these people are saying, oh yeah, I represent my people, but I'm looking at them like, I don't see how, you know, you're fixing the shit that I'm experiencing myself, and I'm not even you, you know what I mean? Like I'm my own person, but I see the shit that's fucking wrong. So what are we really fixing here? I don't get it. You know, so in closing, I just say, yeah, there's no basic instructions for life, but there is. Like, there's a basic instruction before leaving life, and that's the Bible. And God tells me to that my wife is my crown and to praise her everywhere I go with her without her presence, and to love her like He loves the church, which is us, the people, all of us. So it's like, there's a lot. I got a lot of issues with what we got going on that I don't even know where to fucking begin at. And I'm 42 now, so it's like I'm short on time. So I appreciate this platform. I appreciate you, Mr. Al Tariq, so much for staying in my life. You know what I mean? My brother in arms, my friend, my ally for sure. And I appreciate you letting me jump on here to just gather more experiences. Anything I can get, I'll take in. But if I can get a bigger platform like her, I got a lot more different things to say for sure.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate you too, Ronnie, and applause to you, bro, for being over here. And just want to let you know, this is how you begin on a small platform like this. You are welcome back anytime. Sundays, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do is go to YouTube, TMax_network on YouTube, and we always have the same link. So if I don't send it out to you, it's always pinned to the top of the comments while we're live. Right. You may not be here when we first kick off live, but we're normally running anywhere from an hour and 45 to 2 hours or whenever the Lord tells us to end. So you can always click that link and pop in. With that being said, Skittles, what you got to close us out on any of the topics we've been talking about tonight?
I mean, I suck at this. Like, I'm good at everything. I appreciate y'all inviting me in it. I mean, I've been a silenced person. I've always keep myself. I don't like nobody because I've been bullied my whole life. You know, I was a white tea girl growing up in Clay County of Jacksonville, Florida. Like, it took me a while for people to realize who I was from, where I was from, or anything. So I'm glad that I'm in here because I invited my whole family to realize what I've been through and shit like that, and what I've. It's just hard to explain. Like, I was getting tired of being like, "Oh, you're just this white girl with the dreads," and I just recently got these dreads, like a year ago. So it's hard to explain to people who I am, what I am, and not just a white girl. I don't know why I said white tea. I felt like I was still on TikTok. My bad. Like, but it's just like, it's I'm grateful. I agree what we're supporting, what we're going through, and what we're talking about. You know, I'm just a silenced person that just like not speak to nobody unless I want to help others like me or anything like that. It's hard to explain.
No, I think most of us understand exactly where you're coming from. You said that in your culture of trying to find your place because people are trying to box you in. That was one of the topics that we spoke about, and you're saying that you're a silent person unless you're very comfortable around individuals, and that you're welcome in over here at any time. So just like I told Vonnie, you can click that button at any time. I normally, if I have your contact, I'll send it out to you before I go live. But
I'll give it to
we
you.
appreciate Cream, Superfly, everybody that's not over here. The reason why some of their friends are showing up on our panels, and we salute y'all for that, man, for sharing y'all community with ours. D Awesome One, what you got?
Man, I normally go last, but I would say this. Fuck people. People crazy. People crazy, man. Just know that everything what you see ain't what it is. And when you go through things in life, understanding most of the time, 95% of the time, it's somebody's projection that they coming at you with this. That's why they want to box you in a certain way. It ain't got nothing to do with you, nothing that you did. It'd be really a lot of unresolved shit that they want to say to somebody else, but they just know that they can say something to you because you may not be the one to say, like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Because if they did bring something your way that had something to do with you, oh, nobody wants to deal with the consequences of adequate shit. Hell no. Not in America. Not over here, we don't. So just know that, man, God is real. People are fake. The closer you stay to the real, it don't even matter what the fake man even says it does. So that's my take on it.
Facts. P, what up, bro?
Okay. I try to keep it short. My take on it is these issues going to end up when the mic turns off. So they show up in our conversations, our communities. The moment that you don't de-escalate and try to address certain issues, the more they're going to perpetuate. So you just got to go into situations with it, and when things come up, just don't challenge it, question about it, talk about it. Most importantly, stay engaged and always assume less, and remember that there's always a human on the other side of your opinion. You're gonna have some people that agree with you, but it's gonna be somebody that's gonna challenge how you think. And if we're not listening to it, we might miss the perspective that might be in our favor anyway. So thank you for having me on. I enjoy being here because, like I said, you're getting all these personalities, right? We come from all different walks of life. And I say this a lot, but people just don't grip it, right? When I talk to people that don't know me, I'm like, separation comes from the senses that you're given, right? You can't have separate. It can't be black and white if you can't see, right? So when you remove color, I'm observing you, and I'm evaluating you, and I'm assessing you from what you deliver to me and what I can hear. If you're a negative person, you're gonna give me negative energy. Then that's how I evaluate you. But I take the color away. So that's me. That's me in a whole, and that's how I evaluate everybody in life. That's all I got, man.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So several of you guys said some of the things that I was already thinking about. One that I was thinking about was like remove the color from culture. Like, is a people thing. And when we think about people, society, communities, and things of the such, understand this. I'm known for having unpopular opinions. I'm cool with it. Every problem is not meant to be solved. It's meant to be a problem and stay a problem. So that's why you're going to always have controversy. It's meant to be a challenge in your life to either get over, get under, or get around. So don't spend so much. I feel like don't spend so much time trying to solve every problem that's not your. It's not your target. It's not your purpose to do. So, it come down to thinking about being boxed into a culture. Only time I feel like people are boxed into a culture is when they realize it. When you realize you're boxed into a culture, that's when you're boxed into a culture. Other than that, when you go out here and you wear your style, you say your words, you do your thing, you be bold and out there and confident, sometimes you don't realize that you got that off of TV. So those not your words, those not your clothes, and someone gave you those ideologies.
Keep going. I just want to.
And
go ahead.
And when it comes down to being original, you can only be original when you stop focusing on so much noise. I'm gonna say that, focus on so much noise. When we talk about focusing on God, our given talents and everything, focus on bettering yourself, man, that takes isolation at times. You gotta be isolated. So you up here following these trends and everything. Yeah, you trendy, all right. You follow right along. You might as well. I've been writing on this paper, walking for peace. And I really, really, really want to know, besides watching other people move, other people do, when are you going to start doing? People sit up here and talk about what they would love to see other people do. You start. You do it. You get out here to put your shoes on, whatever you got to do. You get up here, because I remember growing up, man, people used to be on the corner looking real crazy. But they were speaking their truth and they didn't care. They did not care. You used to have the old dudes out there dancing. They did not care. But guess what? They became known for what they did, who they were being. They became known for that. So, take time to be known for something that's not always trendy.
That's a fact, man. That trending stuff keep us the same. And I like diversity. I like things around me and people around me that I can learn and grow from. We all the same. We all think the same, talk the same, and all in one accord. I'm not growing or learning, and I want to go and find me a whole nother community and culture. So also thinking the same only goes in certain avenues of our culture. I think that when we start to reach outside of the box to climb out, the thing about it is that someone always trying to mentally, because ain't nobody putting their hands on you physically, keeping you around, but they mentally keep you around with some people that want to hold you back, call you every 3 months just so they can keep you there, right? Keep that relationship open. You don't hear from them when you are down, or you might post something or say something to one person and they, spread it throughout your friend group. If they genuine about it, like you need some help, don't nobody call you and don't nobody come around voluntarily. And then they say things on comments when you lose loved ones and stuff like that, praying for you. And if you ever need anything, next time somebody tell you, if you ever need anything, please call their ass up and ask for something. Make it big too, make it huge, just to see is they genuine. Because if they don't have it and they were genuine from the beginning, just because they don't have it don't mean they ain't gonna help you try to get it. They may find other resources or other people who have it. So call their bluff, reach out to them, make it known that if you're gonna be amongst my community, you're gonna do what you say and say what you mean. by doing so. So with that being said, man, we want to say thank you to each and every last person in our comment section. You are family of the network. We appreciate you all from T-Max Network. Lastly, I'll put out some dates. January the 10th, we have the Sip and Glow. It's a New Year Sip and Paint experience hosted by the Art Attack and music by DJ Boogie. It is in Virginia Beach, Virginia at 5725 Northampton Boulevard, Virginia Beach, Virginia. You can go to Eventbrite at the Art Attack / Sip and Paint. Look like _Eventbrite.com. So y'all go and check that out. We'll be out there this Saturday coming up. And we have an AI summit coming up. Dates are still to be determined. If anyone wants to learn about artificial intelligence, how to not only use it, but control it, we have that coming up as well. Also, we are now trading with the AI bot on the blockchain. And this thing is, I'm just letting you know something that we are doing, not necessarily something that you must have to do or you would like to do. I'm just putting it out there so you know that there's things out there that can actually help you. When I say trading with an AI bot, it's just as simple as that. You don't have to go back to school. You don't have to learn some new skill that you think is going to take up your time. You can actually invest and put yourself in a position for artificial intelligence, which is knowing the algorithm much more than we could. So that avenue is out there as well. So shout out to everybody that's out there learning and growing and sharing, because I heard one quote from a famous gentleman who I look up to with the utmost respect, like Nicki Minaj says she look up to the administration. Mr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip-hop preacher, sir, you said something to me from afar about 5 years ago, and you said DG plus PG plus GG equals blessings. He said, DG, discover your gift, PG, perfect your gift, and GG, give your gift away, and you will receive blessings. So with that being said, this is T-Mac Network. I am your host, Mr. TKO 561. Thank you to my panel. Salute to the chat and everybody that's going to see this on a replay. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow the channel. We out.
Hey, it's the queen of AI's clone. She's not here right now, and she's guiding people like you from fear to freedom using AI as your passport to possibility. You don't fear AI, you just fear being left behind. But what if that same fear could become the very spark that launches your next chapter? Imagine waking up confident knowing AI is your ally, not your enemy. Because once you understand it, you control it. And when you control it, you win. You don't need a degree, a tech background, or permission. You just need the decision the moment you say, I'm ready to learn. That moment is now. Join the free AI Marketing Summit. See yourself walking out of confusion and into confidence. Because this isn't just about AI, it is about unlocking you.